Fine, fine. So demanding. So demanding. As you well should be. Hello, everyone. And say hello to the delicious chili that you've been waiting for. It's real good. It's pretty much improvised chili. I had a little bit of mince that was a little bit overdate. No, it was a best before, not a consume until. It was one of those. I really need to use it now. I had some bean paste left that I'd made for some burritos. I didn't have enough regular onions, so I used a red onion in there as well. It was just basically a what do I have left? Okay, that you can use that, and I'll chuck that in there. And Turned out pretty good. Good stream indeed. 6 4mm holes. Oh, I'd say good luck, but I mean, come on. Chili stream, yep. We're gonna Dreamfall and Chili. We have more items in the wall now. Did we have fewer items before? Vinny, you're gonna make me want to go back and check that now. A holy task, haha. Okay. Let's get started. Baby picture wasn't there before. Oh, that's cool. Wonder about the shoes. Is that where I was when I saved? Hello. Chili's. It's got just the right level of spice that I like. Not the you're burning yourself, it's so hot level. Just you get that little bit of a burn in the back of your throat, like a little bit of spice. Oh yeah. Playing Keen Alvane. And we just spoken to everybody. We're gonna go to Shepherd to get our actual mission. Oh, I remember. Perfect. Mic audio dropped out. Yeah, okay, there we go. The problem with that is I moved it away a little bit from my face so that I could eat. And then it probably got cut off, because here's how this mic works. It's mics, but how I've got this set up. Like this, talking to you, I'm talking pretty much just across this microphone, the way you should. If I turn to the side already, you should hear something of a drop. If I talk to here, that's pretty heavy drop. So that's just, you know, the mic being sensitive. Perfect moment to start a stream. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's go get our mission from Shepherd.
Are you ready, Kian?
I am.
Good. Liko and Enu are joining you. They will tell you what you need to do tonight.
Yeah, one question.
How do they expect me to enter the city and not be recognized, even at night? If any Azadi sees me, they'll sound the alarm in an instant. I'm not yet sure what they expect me to do once I'm inside the city. I'm a wanted criminal, and if any Azadi...
No, I want to know.
How do you expect me to walk around unseen? Any Azadi will recognize me in an instant.
Of course. That's why our Zidmari sorceress made this, especially for you.
Magic.
There's no escaping it here. If you want to help us, I'm afraid you must drink it.
A Bakshivan masking potion.
Not quite, but a good guess. A masking potion would last for less than an hour. This is an Irhadian veil. It remains potent for days.
It makes all but the trained eye slide off you. Unless I speak to anyone, the guards won't even notice me. I'll be like a shadow to them. It's a very potent and very costly magic. Not easy to come by.
You know your potions?
When I trained to become an apostle,
enemy.
I was required to learn magic. Know your enemy.
Nice.
I'm sure that will serve you well. Drink it before you step ashore, and the veil will conceal you. But be cautious still. Don't speak to any Azadi guards or sympathizers. Don't attract attention. And remember that those who know you intimately can always see through the veil. Liko and Enu are waiting for you down the stairs in the hidden harbor. But you can't go into Mercuria looking like that. You'll need to get dressed. I've left some clothes on your bed. I trust they will fit you well.
Yeah, I like that, Vaden, that Kian really is well educated. Which also makes sense that he would be the one who turns on his people when he sees them as a fascist regime. Because usually the more educated somebody is...
What do you think the Azadi are building? Those machines and
Are you looking for anything? Your room is right down the hall.
Good luck later tonight, Apostle. Alvani. Kian. Sir. What do we call you?
As I was just going to say, generally people who are more educated become so by having to deal with multiple ideas and having to deal with lots of nuance, you know, shifting from idea to idea or realizing that the world isn't black and white, and that generally also makes you more, I'd say open, but also possibly vulnerable, depending on your perspective, to shifting ideas, to having to think about the other side of things. So that makes sense that, you know, Keen is the one who would go talk to the people in the oppressed area just to find out what do they feel like.
They've left fresh clothes out for me. Question is, will they fit?
If we keep losing people without winning any ground against the Azadi, I mean, what's the fucking point?
Someone needs
Eavesdrop.
to fight.
For how long? Until there are none of us left? Until everyone else has stopped caring?
The Magicals care.
They'll be shipped out, all of them, before we get around to actually doing anything. And then what's the point?
I don't know. But we can't just give up, right?
Right.
Nice armor. It's a little bit of Jaffa armor. Jaffa armor was metal, but if it were leathery, sort of what I imagine it would look like. And of course, hoodie, always nice. Quick jog. Didn't get anything more from talking to her.
Liko and Enu are waiting for you downstairs in the caves.
Oh,
There is a cove with a small harbor. You'll be taking a boat to shore.
I forgot what her full name is, but wait, wouldn't we have it in oh, she's not in the library?
Best of luck on your mission. You couldn't ask for better companions than Liko and Enu.
Thanks, vampire-looking person. Who are you again? Dolmari? The blue people, right? The Dolmari? You really need to buy a replacement chuck for your pillar drill? I have no idea what that means. Borrow one from a hand drill makes you question whether you just shouldn't just use that instead every time. Sympathize? I have no idea. I don't drill and not that crafty.
What?
Oh, I just want to know if you're going to get all pukey on us, that's all.
I have been on a boat before.
Good. Then I don't mind sitting next to you.
We've wasted enough time. We need to leave. I'll tell you about the mission once we're on our way.
You're a Dolmari.
After you,
Secret
Kian.
Dolmari. Good chili. Mission time, yeah.
We need to split up. There's much to do, and we don't want to arouse suspicion.
Maybe some instructions first?
I'm hoping your memory is better than the Zed's, Apostle.
Oh, this is fun. Rather than
There's
hear
a
the
traitor in their
instruction.
midst. I need to identify this person before he or she can cause more harm. I'm supposed to visit someone called the Mole, a code name. This powerful man runs the criminal underworld in Old Town.
Wait, we get to choose the mission?
There's a traitor in their midst. I need to identify this person before he or she can cause more harm.
Okay, I'm loving this because one, they skip the instruction and have me provide the instruction. This is the most tabletop RPG I've ever seen a game get, where This is as though the GM is asking me as a player, "Hey, what's your mission?" You know, no. It's very dungeon worldy, very apocalypse world. So either we try to ferret out a mole, or at least a traitor.
I'm supposed to visit someone called the Mole, a code name. This powerful man runs the criminal underworld in Old Town. There's a traitor in their midst. I need to identify this person before he or she can cause more harm.
I want to do that one.
I'll be looking for a turncoat in Old Town.
Right. Unfortunately, that's all we know. Someone in
Hey,
Old Town
Uther.
spying for the
Good to
Azadi.
see you.
He
Or she.
probably frequents the magic ghetto, but she must be human, or they could not be working with the Azadi.
We also believe they attend National Front meetings. National Fronters are traitors, Azadi collaborators. Their leader, Honor Hilaris, holds regular secret meetings somewhere in the city. That's probably our best chance of identifying the traitor. Sneak into one of those meetings and identify our guy. Girl. Woman. Person?
I'll begin my investigations in the market. I'm supposed to visit someone called the Mole.
Oh, too
This
bad.
powerful man runs the criminal underworld in Old Town.
Apparently, I thought the game was more awesome.
Where can I find this man they call the Mole?
Oh, it's
The
not a...
Mole's burrow is right here in Shady Quakion.
Ah, right. Yes, Kian, you will find the mole close by. He is close by, this man who is called the
Totally
mole.
forgot.
Who is a human man, obviously.
God save us from Zidlings and their lack of subtleties. The Mole operates an underground supply network out of the magic ghetto. We need food, medicine, and arms, and so we need to maintain good relations. Whatever the Mole asks of you, do it, without questions.
Hold up. Oh, this is fighting words, but I know Vanen likes Dragon Age more than I do.
It's time to get started. I'm ready.
You're on your own now. Anu and I have other assignments tonight. Once you've identified the turncoat, I'll meet you in the magic market. It's not far from here. Follow this street into Old Town.
Afterwards, we'll meet up at the Cock and Puss.
The Rooster and Kitten. It's a tavern on I Reed Avenue, right off the Southgate Market. Ulvik, the publican, is a friend of the Resistance.
I'm sure it's all very confusing
Oh
right
yeah,
now,
the first
Cam,
game
but
is
there
the
are maps
best.
everywhere. You can't get lost. Well, you can probably get lost. Are you going to get lost?
I'll find my way, Anu.
Right, good luck, big guy. Guys, both of you...
Enu is amazing.
Goddess, forgive me for this.
It's just gonna do that.
That tastes pretty good, to be honest. Unless I make myself noticed, or meet someone who knows me well, I'll remain veiled.
The Rooster and Kitten, yeah, I like it. With the mole near Shady Key, identified Izadi in Old Town Market, made a promise to Arn Stont. Find his widow in the bones. Mole is somewhere near Shady Key. The Merry Minstrom Brewery. Oh, map of Mercuria. Well, hello.
A map of the southernmost parts of Mercuria.
Ah, the bones is over there. Okay, so. Oh, Journeyman Inn there. So the bones is near the journey, or at least the Journeyman Inn is in the bones. Shady Key is F, which is here. So, to seek out the mole near Shady Key. It doesn't say in. Here, but still. Exactly like it was in Dreamfall. Yeah, I quite like it actually. Oh. I really like how, just in Dreamfall as well, You saw
The
this.
mole's expecting you.
Three-
You'll wait your turn in the back. Don't speak unless spoken to. And no funny business. Alright?
The 3D representation of what you'd already seen in 2D.
He's not doing a very good job of
and
being
this now,
inconspicuous.
graphically,
Maybe that's the idea.
I really like it. I mean, in part, it's just the graphic fidelity, but it's also just the design of this place is real nice. Does it spout similes that return to explain the plot? Wait, I don't know that reference, or what are you referencing? Oh yeah, Vayne and I. Wait, did we not get into Dreamfall yet? Into Mercury yet in Dreamfall chapters? Didn't we?
He keeps an eye on me at all times. The mole's well protected.
Merely
Oh.
an unfortunate side effect, Madam Mole. I don't expect.
Unfortunate side effect? Is lot more than unfortunate side effect. Is mud-riddled catastrophe is what is. Everyone in bar sleep. Everyone who drink wine close eyes and start snore. Not good for business.
Well, yes, we put
Oh,
too much
Bones
of the
McCoy.
poppy stem in the mix. I blame the...
Don't care. Responsibility on you. You cause disaster, you fix disaster. Poppy stem only to make wine more good, give spice, make more people buy wine. This make people not buy wine. This make people sleep and not drink any more wine. Make people buy other wine. This is bad thing, not good thing. Bad thing. So, you fix. How you will fix?
Oh,
this a
well,
Bantu?
see, that's the problem. We've run out of poppy stem. It went into that one shipment.
Earth save us from you lot. Without poppy stem, our wine just wine. Nothing extra, no spice. Very well. You get Evensong from City Green. It grow there. Goat eat it. Goat love it. Goat get dizzy and fall over. Goat never know when enough is enough. Not same as poppy stem Evensong, but we'll do for now. Make wine more special again.
Thank you, madam. I'll...
Mix right amount next time. Not too little or no spice, and not too big, or everyone go sleep. And if everyone sleep, you sleep. You sleep long sleep. Final sleep.
Those plosives, though.
Right. God. Yes, thank you, milady. Thank you.
There's a little scene meant to
What are you doing, Azadi?
raise her intimidation.
Come out of shadow. Let me see you.
Is that... Goddess, that's the mole. He keeps an eye on me at all times. The mole's well protected.
Okay. Hi, mole.
Maybe she wasn't informed of my visit. Maybe she has no idea I'm with the Resistance and believes that I represent the Azadi. The creature clearly harbors a lot of animosity towards my people. Perhaps that's understandable. But if she only sees me as the enemy, it'll be impossible to come to terms. She must know who I am and why I'm here. Maybe she wasn't informed of my visit. Maybe she has no idea I'm with the Resistance and believes that I represent the Azadi.
She knows. She knows. Come on. She is a leader of a criminal underworld. She knows.
She must know who I... We need your help.
You need something. I need something. Everyone needs something. Let me tell you how my operation work. You do something for me, I do something back. His only way is never first, never first. Because I am the mole. So sing your song, let me know what you need, and then hear what I need. Come on.
This is
I'm
interesting. We
asking
never
for
had a
help to fight
Bantu
the
criminal
Azadi. Wouldn't that count as doing for you?
the game
But
before.
you are Azadi,
I am.
an apostle.
I was.
Ugh. I'm not like human. Azadi, they are worst of lot. How I know Azadi not playing me? How I know you not playing me?
Goddess save us all. I am Kian Alvane. I was the Apostle, but now I'm a rebel. I'm here to make my people leave the Northlands and return to Azadir, and to ensure our so-called leaders stand trial for their crimes.
I dunno. Smell like trap. But let us pretend you speak truth. What you want with the mole?
I was told you could help us with weapons and supplies.
Maybe the mole can help with weapon, maybe she cannot. But before this question answered, you help me with something. Scratch back.
Scratch?
It's just
Literally,
saying.
or?
Not want your oversized hand all over back. Favour for me. Favour for you in turn.
Quid pro quo,
What do you
Mr.
need?
Colt.
Need to intercept Runner. Messenger who pass word between guard station and city. There is letter I need. You help Mole do this, Mole will consider your problem.
I can do that.
Good for you, Apostle no more.
One condition. This runner. You will not hurt him.
I will not. Why not?
They
Yeah,
use
it's
young
Brahma.
men for runners.
Yeah.
Boys. They have fought no battles,
Yeah.
killed no rebels or magicals. They don't deserve to die.
They are still enemy.
I need your promise.
I promise. No one hurt your little Runner. My man there will mark place on map where Runner pass. From there you find place to take message from Runner with no guard watching. Remember, no one must see. Very important this. You take letter from Runner, we get letter from you, everyone goes separate way, everyone happy. When job done, talk to the mole again. The mole will be ready to talk business.
I wonder what sort of magical this one is. I've heard soldiers returning from the northern forests talk
Yes,
about the mole
Bantu.
people who burrow into the mud. What are you?
What I am, he asked. What I am? I am the mole.
That's not the name of your species.
Yeah, the mole is
My
great so far.
species, he say. The Azadi, always so tactful, always so sensitive.
Oh,
In my tongue, that name be Banda Banta. It mean tiny folk who sing to earth and shape it, or something like this. His fancy way of saying we live in muck, know many song and dig deep tunnel. So we are mole, deep dweller, digger, mole with fancy name, who speak and sing and also magic. Except Azadi come and put fire and smoke in Banda tunnel, and when Banda come out, Azadi slaughter. Every one of us, man, woman, child, infant, no mole spared, except me. Except old woman, left me for dead. I am last of species, Azadi.
What?
Last of people, last of Banda Banta, last of mole.
Killed off the Banda Banta?
The mole. And now you go and come back only when finished. Go. Shoo, leave. You know door. Easy to find. Still open.
Also, I like that there is a hole there that clearly she made and you know that she crawled through. What? Where are we? Oh, okay. The runner's path. That's checkpoint. Oh, so runner really does continually go through that area. Cool. The rooster and kitten, I like it. Oh man, I can't believe that they killed all the Bandu Banta. Oh yeah. Last bit, important part. Last of the Banda Banta. Yeah. Terrible. Like the Banda. What was April's name again? I forget what it was, but when she had a Banda name, that was so cool. Hey, who are you? What's up with your funny hat? Bloodborne hat. By the way, I don't know if this is a definitive announcement or anything, but I did during the what we've been calling Byronicon. Wait, we didn't go here in chapters. You're right, Vanen. This is the first time we're in Mercuria. I just immediately went here because I remembered this place. That's nice that they actually kept the geography the same. Great. Wait, is somebody trying to steal from... Wait.
Hey! Let go! Help!
Help? You tried to steal my purse?
So? You're a Zardi!
That's the worst excuse ever for stealing a purse. You could get your arm chopped off.
So far, so good.
Lucky for you, I'm not a Zardi. Now scram.
How tall are you? You're really tall.
Leave me alone, boy.
You're a lot taller than my dad. Are you sure you're not a Zardi?
Yes.
You look a Zardi. Are you a soldier? Why aren't you in uniform? Are you secret police?
What? No. Run off before I lose my patience with you.
You sure look like one of them.
Oh, for the love of the goddess. What's your name, boy?
Bip.
Bip?
Yeah.
Bip?
So?
You should be with your mother, Bip. Not out on your own, thieving. Go home.
Can't. Ain't got one.
I'm sorry. You should still not...
They're not dead or anything. My parents. They were just sent to Gian.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where the magicals are sent. They don't come back from there. But the boy must know this already. He must have seen it happening to others.
Bandhu Ambata, yeah. April Bandhu Ambata, yes. She among the little ones who seeks and finds. Awesome. Uthor Chiss?
The boy probably has no idea what happens on Gien. I shouldn't be the one to tell him.
That is weird.
Gien.
Oh,
that's
God.
where the magicals are sent.
What a
They
choice.
don't come back from there. But the boy must know this already. He must have seen it happening to others.
Oh, God. Should I be the one to tell this boy that he's an orphan? Oh, God.
The boy probably has no idea what happens on Gien. I shouldn't be the one to tell him.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Star Wars Uthor. God, what a choice! What a choice! I mean...
Gien. That's where the magicals are sent. They don't come back from there. But the boy must know this already. He must have seen it happening to others.
Look, let's just tell a white lie.
The boy probably has no... What are they doing on Gien?
Re-education camp. That's what my father said.
Oh.
They probably didn't listen very well in school when they were children. They'll be back when they've been properly re-educated.
No one comes back from the islands.
What? Dude!
Not magicals.
No, I said lie.
What do you mean?
I mean...
Are you saying they're going to stay there?
I said lie.
He's only a boy. But so was I when I became an orphan. No one protected me from the truth. The boy can't be more than 10. He doesn't need to know the truth just yet.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're coming back.
Oh, God, he'll remember
You
that.
don't believe that.
No, I don't.
I do not.
So why are you lying to me?
To protect you from the truth.
I don't need to be protected. I can take care of myself.
I'm sure you can.
So what's going to happen to them?
You shouldn't think of such things. Do you have no family here?
Not in Mercuria. They're all in the Southlands. What's going to happen to them?
They will be put to work. That's what the prison camps are for. To keep the magicals away from humans. To segregate them.
Segregate?
To keep magicals apart from humans. Forever.
You're lying.
I am not. Truly.
You're one of them. Why are you here? Are you going to take me and send me to be a segregated?
Segregated.
Too?
I'm not one of them.
Well, you sure look and sound like them.
I'm sorry about your parents. But I have things I need to do.
Are you with the Resistance?
Hey, Jackson.
Resistance? Well, of course not. I'm...
Because
Yes.
I overheard someone saying there's an Azadi in the Resistance now. And if you're Azadi, and you're here, and you have things to do,
No.
that sounds an awful lot like you're with the
No,
Resistance.
no.
Keep your voice down, boy.
Don't worry. Everyone in Old Town supports the Resistance. Most everyone, anyway.
What do you mean by most everyone?
I mean that there are some who don't support the Resistance, some who sneak off to National Front assemblies,
Names.
some who rat out rebels
Addresses.
to the Azadi.
Do you know anyone like that?
No. Well, I don't know their faces, but I know where there's a National Front assembly tonight.
Show me.
What?
Show me where.
I get to go on a mission with you. That's so incredibly cool.
Wow,
Calm down,
Thor.
boy. I just want you to tell me where it is.
That's not a message
How
for a
well do you know the
10-year-old.
city?
Well, not very.
Right, so I'll show you. Too complicated to tell you.
It's not safe.
For you? No. For me, I leave the ghetto all the time when it's dark. I know where to go, where the guards are posted, their patrol routes, everything. I'm like a rogue, one with the shadows, the Veiled Avenger. I'm an assassin.
But just show me the way, and then you're coming straight back here.
I'll just stay for a little while.
Straight back. Or I find someone else to take me.
Good luck with that. But fine, I'll come straight back. Are you ready? Can we go now?
Okay, I guess we're going right now. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, apparently, we discussed this during what we called Byronicon, which was Fub, Jexus, Vaynen, and I just meeting up. Apparently, Jexus is insane enough to possibly be lending me the PS4 for Bloodborne.
There's no reason to
If
delay
you're
this
serious,
mission.
Jexus, that might mean actually some Bloodborne.
Let's go.
Yes! Follow me!
We'll look around more later. I want to get back here and talk to all the people, find out more info. But if this little kid can already tell
We
me...
need to leave the ghetto.
How will you get past the guards?
I know a way. Meet me on the other side.
Wait, what?
Huh? Wait,
The other side!
of what? Dude, wait. What are you talking about? Hold on. No. Can't go here. We need to go past the journeyman inn. Because this leads...
Did you hear the one about the magical and the pregnant pig? No? It's hilarious. I think it starts with the magical
Okay.
in a pigsty.
Like a rogue. I am like a rogue. Assassins everywhere. Well, ding. Again, that little auction bird. Wow, Jexus. Try this again. Don't.
If you're a ghost, just leave me be.
That's okay. Bones. The bone. Through.
Always be vigilant.
See? Easy.
Okay.
Gotta save us. You're playing with your life, boy.
Need to figure out the logistics,
I don't
but
need
it's fine.
goddess
Yeah, exactly.
to save
That's
me.
the problem.
I'm very good at climbing. How did you escape the keep?
What? I didn't. How do you know about that?
Oh, everyone knows the apostle escaped the keep on the night of his execution. There's even a puppet show about it.
Shadow take me. And why do you think I'm that Azadi?
Mysterious apostle guy escapes the keep. Mysterious Azadi joins the resistance a few days later. I may only be 10 years old, and I may have purple skin, but I'm nobody's fool.
Clever kid.
Clearly. What else do you know about me?
Not much. You were wounded by Azadi, but this is it.
Whoa.
This is where they have their meetings and speeches and stuff.
Are you sure?
Positive. Sometimes I listen in. They talk about magicals
Bloodborne?
and about how we've ruined the world and taken
Is Bloodborne
everything
co-oping?
from them.
Blood bro?
It makes me sad listening to that. I didn't know magicals were so bad. No wonder humans hate us.
Aren't.
We don't... Look, boy. Bip.
Hey, Erm.
Those
Nice to
people
see
are
you.
not good people. You have done nothing wrong. You can't help the way you look or the color of your skin. How and where you've been born doesn't make you a bad person or less of a person. It just makes you you. It's what you do with your life that matters. Now, scram, get out of here. Go back and be careful.
But...
You promised. No arguments.
Fine, fine.
What?
A tip would be appreciated.
Really?
In recognition of all my
I
hard work.
like this kid.
You're really something. Here. Now run back, you little thief.
Blood bros are vile bloods? Well, no. Wait, where exactly is meeting then? It's there, right? Through this thing? Away into the National Front meeting. I am sure that I can easily just get in there walking in the front gate. There, once in a while won't hurt you. About this National Front meeting, you have to pay attention to everything Keen observes and remember it. Okay, hold up. I need to get pen and paper. There we go. And let's see. Good paper. Or I always pick the red pen first. Years of being a teacher. Red pens now gravitate towards me. Okay, there we go. Ah. Technically, you don't have to. Ow. Pay attention and remember it. Okay. This is a National Front meeting. Okay. National Front. Talk of forced labor camps, racial segregation, sneaking into a backroom nationalist meeting. You sure I'm playing Wolfenstein? Yeah, I still, by the way, let me know if this is accurate. I've been hearing the Giant Bomb guys talk about Wolfenstein, and they like the game, obviously, and, you know, the same, I can see that it's a good game for what it is, but they've also been talking about how, apparently in the game, or at least the new one, it's built around you not being sneaky and tactfully as you could be, but more about you running around, shooting people very quickly, staying on the move, and just dual wielding if you get in trouble. Is that accurate? Okay, let's try this now.
Greetings, brother.
What? Who's there? Gods damn it. You gave me a right scare, mate. Where in the Seven Hills did you come from?
Hi, little
The
kitty.
shadows. Step aside, I'm late for the assembly.
Right, of course. Blood and land, brother.
Oh! Oh! Oh no. They went for the blood and soil reference. Oh. They really did take that from the Nazis.
The important thing is not what I say, but how I say it. I must appear forceful and show that I belong at this assembly. We'll keep this simple. The obvious answer to blood and land is...
Blood and land?
I'm not going to just keep guessing. Sooner or later, even this brainless fool will see through my veil and call on the guards.
I will echo it.
We'll keep this simple. Blood and land.
Yeah, all right. Wait, that's my line.
Oh.
What's the passphrase?
Blood and...
You don't belong here. This is a private gathering.
Darn it.
You people ought to be ashamed of yourselves. How dare you put this muck on my door? Just because I'm human, don't mean I'm interested in your speciesist propaganda. I've lived next door to Dolmari most of my life, and they've never once done me or mine any harm. Here's what I think of your so-called humanist rally. And your Honour Hilarist can go fuck himself. He's a traitor. You all are. When the Azadi finally pack up and leave, we will remember what you've done. Be sure of that.
Blood and wine. Haha! No, don't tear it up. I might need the... Oh, woman. Fine. Invitation. Okay, hold up. I wonder if he'll still even accept me once I've finished up the invitation and read.
Honor and... what? There's a word missing.
National Front for Faith and Family. Your humble human servant, Honor Hilarius, Esquire, political candidate to the City Watch. Invite you to a private gathering tonight in Ropecont Court at dusk. Precisely. Honor and something. Or I can just talk to him again.
Step aside, brother.
Gods! You snuck up on me.
Felt a lot harder too?
The pamphlet's slogan begins with on. I'm not going to just keep guessing.
Yeah,
My
no.
apologies. Wrong backyard assembly.
We don't want to play two, but money. Also still need to finish one. Yeah, Jax, I can understand that. Those games are expensive. But apparently, high quality. Can I not just track somebody walking in there? No. There's no way I can guess.
It's disgusting what's going on in there. Them bad-mouthing magicals like they're the problem. The magicals have always lived here. It's the Azadi who've upset the balance of things.
Oh,
you ought
that's
to be
what
more
I need.
careful speaking ill of the Azadi. The walls have ears.
Oh, what are they going to do? Ship me off to one of their re-education camps? I'd like to see them try.
They might throw you in Friar's Keep.
They wouldn't dare. They respect women, that lot. At least they've got that going for them, unlike those National Front traitors in there. Mark my word. The moment the Azadi leave, the Resistance will hunt down every last one of them and string them up on the city walls.
Will they now?
Excuse me.
Balance! Where did you come from, eh? I didn't even see ya. What do you want? I don't want no trouble.
That piece of paper you tore. Do you have the other half?
Yeah, you're still holding it.
What piece? The National Front flyer? Why? Who are you?
Someone who's on your side.
Literally was still
I don't
holding it.
know. You sound Azadi to me. What do you want that flyer for?
Long story. I need it to find a traitor. A traitor to the rebel cause.
Oh, right. Well, if it means getting back at that National Front filth, then by all means. Take it. And Balance bless you for standing up to those bastards.
That's cool, guys. Yes, last bit. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna take a quick break. Make myself a cup of tea. I'll be right back. Just give me a couple of minutes. Hold on, let me switch on over. Be right back. There we go. Sorry for that quick break. Really felt like a cup of tea, and I needed it. Okay. Lots of things happening. For one, what happened in chat? Alex, yeah, totally with you. National Front's a little bit on the nose, even using Blood and Land as a reference to the Nazi slogan, Blood and Soil. A bit on the nose, but I guess, you know, that's where it is. And indeed, Vaden, it's, yeah, sadly. But yeah, Warhammer, it's a game I'm not getting into. Hi, kitty. Then in plan to start a Byronic Blood Bowl League. I would be interested in doing it, but yeah, I know what Jexus was saying. Yeah, those games tend not to be finished, but yeah, this Space Empires 4 game. You know what? If we do something like that again, I'd look up the automated turn generation things, because those just, you set them on a strict schedule, like, I don't know, 1 turn every 2 days, and boom, you keep to that schedule. Because it automatically generates whether you've done it or not. And what we've done right now is I'd wait for somebody who would be late. Either I would be late or somebody else would go, oh, I can't take my turn today. And then we'd be like, oh, okay, sure, let's wait for you, and then we'll generate the turn. And then that slips, and before you know it, it's late. Even though it would be real nice. An Anniversary Stellaris game. A Stellaris game would actually be real nice to play with the lot of us. Just do a good 1 weekend, 1 day long stream. That would be real nice to actually do. Okay. Let's get back into this. So, we just got another scrap of paper.
Honor and humanity. It's the slogan used by the National Front. That must be the passphrase I need to get into the meeting.
Honor and humanity. Let's make sure to write that down. Honor and humanity. Go. Data Stellaris, is there now? That would be cool. I've actually enjoyed the games of Off-World Trading Company that we've been playing. That was fun.
Step aside, brother.
Gods! You snuck up on me. Blood and Land.
Blood, land, honor and humanity. That's what these people claim to care about. They cling to their slogans like drowning men cling to driftwood. Honor and humanity.
Faith and family, brother. Go
Faith
on through,
and
mate.
family.
The meeting's already begun. If you haven't seen Mr. Illyris speak before, you're in for a proper treat. That man is an example to us all.
I doubt it. Writing on humanity? that would actually be an amazing passphrase. Oh, the humanity.
Brothers, sisters, cousins, brave, humble human folk. Welcome to this meeting of the National Front for Faith and Family. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for coming here tonight. Thank you. Thank you for the generosity of your time. Thank you for braving these ill-lit occult courts in your tireless search for truth. Yes. Oh, yes. Despite the selfless work of our benefactors, the enemy lurks out there. In the
March
shadows.
29th, 2019, right?
Fear them, the enemy. For they are close. They are everywhere.
I'm too far away to get a real sense of that
Do you
person.
not smell them? That
I'm too far away to get a real sense of that person.
magic.
I'm too far away to get a real sense of that person.
It
He must be
warms my
wearing
heart to see
leather
you standing
undergarments.
before me,
They make
standing
an
up for
unpleasant
what's
creaking
good
noise.
And fair.
Hi, Kitty.
Glory,
He must be wearing
cousins.
leather
Glory
undergarments.
be upon you.
They make an
The
unpleasant
light
creaking
of
noise.
the goddess. Yes, yes.
There's nothing
I
unusual
spoke
about that
recently with
person.
our benefactors. I spoke to them about that
Leather undergarments?
immigrant, the magical. Yes, yes, yes. I spoke to them. I said, listen to these humble,
Yes,
brave folk,
yes,
your cousins.
yes.
Humans brought to their knees.
I'm too
by
far
the
away to get a real... There's nothing
driven to
unusual about that
bankruptcy,
person.
Kitty.
to moral corruption.
She's humming to herself.
Simple,
It's a tune I
uncomplicated men and
recognize.
women led
A sweet
astray by
lullaby.
the devilish, demonic,
Humming
magical, the necromancer. I said to them, we need to make a stand. Now.
I'm too far away to get a real sense of... Nothing in particular
We
stands
need
out.
to rally
Goddess.
behind our
That
benefactors,
man has a
behind
Kitty.
our
Odor.
own.
He
And
can't
I
have
said
changed
to
his
them,
clothes or
said,
taken a bath in
what
months.
you need, what they need, what we need,
Man, potent
someone to
odor.
stand up and speak their human cause. The true
His left arm keeps
Mercurian.
twitching. He
Someone
appears to
not
have some sort
afraid
of
the
muscular
magical and his
dysfunction.
foreign
Left arm
tongues.
twitching?
Yes, yes. You know me. You know me. You know I seek no fame.
Her clothes smell
or
strongly
fortune.
of tar and
I
smoke.
seek only truth.
She must be a factory
seek
worker.
The light. I
Clothes
seek justice.
smell
for brave,
of tar
humble,
and smoke.
Human folk like you. Yes.
Factory
Yes,
worker?
yes. I stand here before you as your servant. I stand here before you as your humble
I'm too far
servant.
away to get a... He smells of
Soon
lavender
the
oil.
city will
Lavender
elect a
oil.
new
Maybe he's a
council,
physician.
a new leader, one who will take responsibility for the lawlessness that haunts these occult, ill-lit lanes. Our benefactors do great work. They do
Physician,
brave
there we
work,
go.
important work.
Nothing in particular stands
Illustrious
out.
work. But they can't be
I'm too
everywhere.
far away to get a real sense of
They
that.
can't
Her
protect
posture
all
is
of you
odd.
from your dark
It's almost like
neighbours.
she's tilting
And
slightly
where
to
the
one
Azadi
side.
falls short, where their light doesn't reach,
Odd posture?
the City Watch
Tilting
can
to a
help.
side.
Take the paper dragons that fly above us as we speak. Yes, those
I'm too far
blasphemous
away to get...
constructs
He
that
reeks
fly
of
in the face
tobacco.
Reeks of tobacco.
decent,
Are you
Has a
kidding
deer
me?
variant
humble,
unless my nose deceives me.
hard-working human folk,
Hammy used to
symbols
smoke this.
of the... Oh, yeah.
What?
Coming. Thank you kindly, thank you. No, it's important that we stand together, hand in hand with our benefactors.
Oh dear, used to... How on earth was I supposed to check the entire crowd? How on earth was I supposed to check the entire crowd like this? Donkey in the background's real ass. Haha. Yeah, exactly, Huther. Nothing unusual about that person at a Nazi gathering. Exactly.
The immigrant, the necromancer, the demon, the magical, that's what this is all about. It's about fighting the magical infestation. It's not about which gods we do or do not worship. No. The Azadi are nothing if
Honor
not
Hilaris.
open-minded.
He leads
They'll never
this national
curtail
front
your
for
right
faith
to
and
worship
family.
your gods of old.
To pause the game while writing? Yeah, I could
The
have.
goddess represents the truth and
I
the
think
light.
you should be fine,
She
really.
symbolises the fight against the magical, that sorcerer.
Like that they call the kites for dragons
To
in Norwegian.
embrace
We use the same
her
word for
light
kite
is
and
to
dragon.
embrace
Ah.
humanity
Honor
itself.
Hilaris.
Thank you
He
again
leads
for coming.
this
Thank
national
you.
front for faith
May
and
you walk in
family.
the light, cousins.
Look, Jaxus, I wasn't
Remember, vote
expecting
Hilaris.
so many
Vote
people
faith and
having these
family, vote National
these
Front.
identifiers. That he collaborated in Old Town Market. Actually, let's have a look at the bones. Where are we right now? Over there. We are in the bones. Can we find out where he is? Let's... Yes, let's go this way to the Journeyman Inn. Oh. This should be... Yep. Carpentry and construction. Hello. Stunt family. Oh god. Oh god. Sorry.
Pardon me, mistress. I'm looking for the Stunt widow.
I'm Gertie Stoned. Who are you?
I knew your husband. He was a brave man.
Knew him? How did you know him?
We met in Friar's Keep, mistress. On the night of his death. He saved my life. In return, I granted him death.
You granted... You killed my husband.
He was dying. They would have tortured him had they found him alive. He asked me to visit you, to tell you that he loves you.
Oh, don't talk to me of love. He helped you survive. You held my husband's life in your hands. And you killed him? You are despicable. Leave, before I call the City Watch on you.
Can I talk to you? No. He said, let's have a look at the bones. I have expected to take out a leather satchel, grab some bones and roll them. That would be amazing. Book 2 came out. Owner Hiller's speech was 10 minutes long. You didn't know you could actually leave early, so you had to listen to all of it? Surely, though. I mean, there were so many people there. Surely I should have missed at least, or talked to at least a couple more of them. Okay. While we're here, let's see if we can talk to the messenger. Honor Hilaris, you
Honor
jerk.
Hilaris. He leads this National Front for Faith and Family.
Go and find good spot. Ambush this runner. The runner's path. Checkpoint over there. So what if we go against the runner's path ourselves? Listen to the whole thing, and leaving early was always an option, just to know. Whoa. Yes, I am, and stop calling me Shirley, Jaxus. And the design is so fun.
While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly. The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the laborers work into the night. The pipes are manufactured both locally and in Azadir, and they bring them in by the boatload. They must require thousands of them to cover the city. There are more steam machines than ever, and we still have no idea what they're for. They're connected to the pipes, and they appear to be linked to the tower. But why?
Wait, even Kian doesn't know? Now that's interesting. Oh yeah, Vayne, and I know what that's like. With the meetup we had at Jex's place, I was exhausted. I could do nothing yesterday. It's, it was fun hanging out, but it also really tires me out to be around people, and then being around people for such a long amount of time. That just, oh god, I was so tired. I think I went to bed at 9 yesterday. I slept for I think 10 hours.
There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though the streets appear to be safe. People still keep their heads down around Azadi military. They must fear the worst.
Tried to watch Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets with Tracy yesterday as well.
It's a good thing the streets are as
We
empty as
quit
they are.
halfway.
Makes my assignment easier.
It was such, I don't know, I just didn't like the movie. We were just trying for it to... Oh, there we go, that's the runner. We were trying for it to start making sense. Wait, what?
That's the boy I'm supposed to intercept.
Okay. Lure the Azadi messenger into an isolated location. Okay.
There are eyes everywhere. I can't risk it.
But yeah, just halfway in, we just turned it off because we were waiting for it to be something of a consistent plot or anything bar loads of just because not even the action was grounded in any sense. It was all,
Do you have any messages for me, Dar? There's this letter. It's important.
Ah.
Keep it safe and make it quick. I'll see that it's delivered, Dar.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Nothing. There was just loads of action, and then it was all, let me pull out this random new gadget that you had no sense
Can
of.
I help you with anything?
these people that you have no connection to, and then we're supposed to, as an audience, feel motivated and interested. Oh?
Better to tail him from a distance. I might discover something I can use to intercept him, or lead him away from his route. A runner passing messages between checkpoints.
Stop following me!
Okay, okay. Stop following you. Bifflin about the steampunkification of
I'm losing
Mercuria?
him. I must get closer.
Yeah, I agree, Vaden. It is weird to make it cyberpunk / steampunk. I liked it being very...
Let's see.
Oh.
Which way is it again? So hard to see anything in this light. Right, left. Left's right. Left.
You're not supposed to go left, are you? Oh, you are supposed to go left, okay. So if I can swap these...
It says Watcher's Court.
Watcher's Court to...
The sign
left?
reads Earthrin's Ascent.
There we go. Oh, if that's the runner.
A runner passing messages between checkpoints.
Let's see. Wait, wasn't it left, not right? Right don't sound right. But hey, signs never lie. Right it is.
Is one of those movies that works in the cinema, but not at home. The Avengers are appalling. All the people speak have seen in the cinema. I can get that. I like the Avengers at home as well, though. But then again, I do watch it on a beamer, so I have something of a
There are
movie
eyes everywhere.
experience.
I can't risk it.
This don't look right.
They're very flawed, but really entertaining. Some aspect has to do with it. I don't know. I don't know if that's it. You know, I have a home cinema. Sure, it's something different than the actual cinema, but it's
Goddess.
It's, yeah, not what I was expecting, and not what I agreed with the mall.
Dead. Murdered.
Hey, Andrew Cole.
What for?
This is Dreamfall Chapters, the third game in the Longest Journey franchise.
What a terrible waste.
Bring the sealed letter back to the mall. Would I be able to examine it? Oh, I can open it if I want to.
The dead runner's message. Sealed with an Azadi mark. Probably destined for the tower.
Can I open it? Does that... I mean... It says bring the sealed Azadi letter back. Would it be bad if we read this? Identify the Azadi, collaborate in the Old Town Market. Let's do that. Old Town Market. Of course, just go to Old Town. Destruction. Oh, actually...
Don't you know there's a...
I wanna go to the end and take a right and get to the Journeyman Inn. Yeah, but I know what you mean, that you know, making this a little bit more fantasy, or a little bit more steampunky than fantasy is... It's a bit of a shame, but I think as well that that does make it seem more changed, I think, from the first. No, it does make you cognizant of what they're doing to this world, really changing it.
There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though the streets appear to be safe.
Go. The Journeyman Inn.
The Journeyman Inn was closed down when we arrested the innkeeper, Ben Rime Selmin.
Ah. And that's where Blind Bob used to sit. Okay, let's go back to the Old Town Market. so good though with the I do like the ships flying overhead. So good. I love that they've essentially kept it the same. You know, the whole layout, but they just expanded on what was there. This looks amazing. Yeah, I don't know, that I think the problem isn't so much the cinema aspect of Valyrian, it's just that I dislike it for the same reason that I dislike 300. It's all visual, zero narrative. And I'm taking narrative in a broad sense here, to, you know, including just the style of storytelling, the thread of it. I don't need it to have a very deep story. Like, the Fifth Element was fine, even though it was also superficial as as anything. But it was a lot more grounded than Valyrian's been so far. What?
Always angry, but a good man to have by your side in a dangerous situation.
Where have you been?
At a National Front meeting, identifying your turncoat.
It takes a traitor to find a traitor.
Wow.
Think you can point him out for us?
I can.
Go on then, before we lose him.
I actually didn't mind Iron Fist that much. I know people harp on it, but it wasn't as good as, for instance, a Daredevil, but it wasn't that bad.
He smells faintly of camphor, or the pine forests of the north.
I've got tasty
Maybe lavender oil.
Might be him.
His skin appears red and blistered. Perhaps he spent too much time in the sun. His breathing is heavy and wet. That man, was he at the National Front Assembly? He smells of tobacco. I'm not familiar with the scent. It's probably a Northlands weed.
No, the tobacco we smelled we were familiar with.
His skin appears red and blistered.
Tell your friends.
Perhaps he spent too much time in the sun.
Curious foremost sandwicher here, ready to perform sandwiching to your exact orders.
Okay.
Good day. I deal in something everyone can appreciate.
You might make a save game.
I do away
Might
with uncertainty.
accidentally accuse someone. Yeah.
Supply faith and produce potions.
I was worried about that.
Sorcerer side effects.
Oh yeah, Daredevil has been amazing. Oh wait, can we just save and quit? Direction used for accusing sometimes swap position. Yeah, that's annoying. No, Daredevil, particularly season 1, was amazing. I'm looking forward to the Punisher though. Try and just save and quit. Oh no, I don't want to quit out. I have to be doubly careful then. Could be an automatic save, I hope so. Nobody, least of all myself.
Of course, it's possible to place a special order. If it's something special you're looking for. And by special, I mean, special.
Can't really create a save game.
I used to sell all sorts of magical merchandise. But those days are over, even here in Old Town.
Lady, you're really quiet.
The re-education camps.
He smells of tobacco. I'm not familiar with the scent. It's probably a Northlands weed. He smells faintly of camphor, or the pine forests of the north. Maybe lavender oil. His skin appears red and blistered. Perhaps he spent too... His breathing is heavy and wet. He smells of tobacco. I'm not familiar with the scent. It's probably... The Magicals keep their heads high despite the Azadi threat. It's hard to shake the feeling that it's wrong for Magicals to be walking around freely.
I guess the tobacco guy?
I'll have to get used to it. His breathing is heavy and wet.
If it's not those fellows... If it has to be one of these...
Sandwiching to to your exact orders.
His skin appears red and blistered. He smells faintly of camphor, or the pine forests of the north. Maybe lavender oil.
Sandwiches.
I mean, we did smell lavender oil. Smells of lavender oil. Maybe he was a physician. Loading 1, 2, 3 subjects. What?
Nibbles, scrub, tasty morsels.
He smells faintly of camphor.
I guess
Pine forests of the north.
this is it.
Maybe lavender oil.
Who are you people? Where are you taking me? You got the wrong man!
40. Midnight snack.
Wait, what? So, was this the wrong person? Okay, let's just load this up. Was this just... Let's load this one? I'm really confused. Okay, so this is us just reaching these guys.
Where have you been?
At a National Front meeting. I can.
Go on then.
They all say that you got the wrong man? Are you kidding me, Erm? And reeks of lavender oil, he's got it coming? Yes.
He smells of tobacco. I'm not familiar with the scent. It's probably a Northlands weed. He smells faintly of camphor, or the pine forests of the north. Maybe lavender.
None of these directly match.
His skin appears red and blistered. Perhaps he spent too much time in the sun. He smells faintly of camphor,
Fine, let's just accuse him
or the
then.
pine forests of the north. Maybe lavender oil.
Who are you people? Where are you taking me? You got the wrong man!
So, how do I know this was right or not? This is very vague as far as I'm concerned.
Sandwiches. I've got taste.
I don't even know they're supposed to be here, but
My
okay.
table's always... Of course it's possible to place it. Sorry you couldn't find what you were looking for. I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs.
Okay.
Authorized and licensed.
So, who else? Or is this literally the only one we get?
Crunchy Eastbound.
By the Azadi collaborating in the Old Town Market, okay.
Mercurius foremost sandwich.
Hey there, Fob. How are you doing? Nice to see you. While it's not a direct match in descriptions, there are hints as to who is the wrong person. You only get to accuse one person, okay.
Sandwiches.
Well, I mean,
I've got tasty sandwiches.
here's the... Okay, shut up. Here's my reasoning. We had somebody in leather on the garments, didn't hear him. We didn't have somebody humming a lullaby, so that wasn't there. No potent odor, no arm twitching. No clothes smelling of tar and smoke. We had somebody smelling of lavender oil, so that's the one we accused. There was no odd posture, and there was somebody smelling of tobacco, but Kian at the meeting recognized the tobacco. This was like, I don't know. So tired, had to get up really early. Sorry to hear that, Fub. Well, we had a little bit of say scum because I just wasn't sure what on earth was going on and whether we were doing the right thing. Okay, so we take a left down there.
My table's always open, day and night.
I have no idea whether we did the right thing just now. I think if we take a right here, there we go, that's where the mall is. Now we could potentially open the letter, but I think I'll act on good faith. So, how's Ingeborg doing, Fub? Good little kitty. Really works now that I have a nice comfy chair next to me. We solved his issue.
The Azadi return to get proverbial back scratched.
Indeed so.
The mole deceived me. She said the runner would be unharmed, and yet they killed him. I can see no reason for his murder other than vengeance and cruelty. How can I trust someone like that? I can't let this lie pass, or I will appear weak.
And Ingeborg's Jukai, and she's back home, so it was worth it. That's cool. Oh, that's nice, Vaden.
There's no need to antagonize the mole. If I want her to give us weapons, I must play by her rules, no matter how deceptive she may be. And my mission was to get the weapons, not to spare a runner's life.
Wrong with his face? Her, Jaxus, and she's a Bandu Banta.
He was just a boy.
Or Banda
He harmed
Banta.
no one. Does she hate the Azadi so much that she's been completely blinded?
Get a whole backstory of Madame Mole, how she's the last survivor of the
There's
Banda
no need to.
Banta.
He was just a boy. There's no need to antagonize the mole. If I want her to give us weapons, I must play by her rules, no matter how deceptive she may be.
I think so.
I thought we had an agreement.
There was agreement. I decided to change agreement.
Cool, Fub.
Why?
Dead man can tell no secret.
A dead boy.
Who would be man? Make little difference when death come. It come regardless.
Makes great
It
difference.
matters to me. It matters to him.
As it matter to Banda mother watching Banda children murdered by Azadi?
Oh, yeah, good point.
If she has something on her mind, I should let her speak. We have no time for this. I know my people have committed atrocities. We're not the only ones. What's important now is to make sure this never happens again. And we need this one's help to win the war.
No, her entire species got murdered. I think she has a right to
something
speak.
on her mind, I should let her speak.
Wrong with Jax's face? You've been wondering ever since Byronic prom. I know, right? Oh, it's terrifying. Poor Jax's.
One death cannot compensate for another.
This is true, Azadi. Retribution may be counterproductive.
Hope you had a good time, by the way.
People must also
those
be made
last
to
couple of
suffer
hours
for their
there.
crime. They need to see the consequence of their action. They need to feel pain. And that man, that boy, he was in wrong place at wrong time. He's safer this way. He cannot run back and tell on us, or on you.
You talk about making my people suffer, but my people know nothing of what has transpired here in the Northlands. You can't lay this at the feet of all Azadi.
Condone the war, though.
How do I make them understand our loss? The Banda Banta are no more because of Azadi. I can gnash teeth and sharpen claw for many moon. It will not change truth. Your people will never mourn mine. But if I take life, make mother suffer the loss of child, make friend miss friend, husband miss wife, maybe then someone will think of mine. Maybe then someone will remember our loss.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
Perhaps not, Kian of the Azadi. But one can always hope. I may not honour that part of the arrangement, but I will honour most important part. Your resistance will get weapon. All the weapon I have to give. I still need some for my men. Sharpest sword, swiftest axe, strongest bow. But the rest go to your people. Not your people, Azadi. Your people rebel movement, otherwise would be silly.
Of course. Thank you.
My men will be in touch with your women, and also men. Leave now, Azadi. It's dark and late, and I will sleep. Sleep and dream of happier day in Burrow to the north, where laughter of children fill every tunnel. Dream
Press
of
F to
them
pay respects.
and of family, while I mourn them all.
F for the Bandu Banta. Oh, he actually bowed a little. Talk more. S. Great time to the whole con, which people lived a little bit close to civilization. Yeah, if only more people had the good. I mean, it's where the Banda Banda live. I know, right? Let's talk more.
She's a magic. Whenever she mentions my people, there's hatred and resentment. What did they do to her?
Kill all the Banda Banda, she already mentioned.
The Azadi soldiers. They attacked your village?
In brightest day, they come and we scurry. Human never good sign. Human always trouble.
I live my life by that motto.
Never like this. Never like this. We scurry into burrow and we close hatch and we sing softly to earth to make new tunnel, just in case, just in case. But Azadi soldier, they have scheme. They are clever. They cover every hole and they throw fire into burrow, fire that make black smoke. Children, the old, the weak, many suffocate. The rest, we are blind. We cry, we crawl upward out of burrow. The Azadi wait for us with club and sword and spear. They laugh while they murder. We try plead. They only laugh. I stumble. Sword snip my ear. Not hear so well in ear now. I knock head. Fall into dreamless sleep. When I wake, my world gone. All because of Azadi. All because of your people.
She's a magical, and she obviously harbors no love for my people, or for humanity in general. So why isn't she with the rebels? Why haven't you joined the resistance?
The shepherd asks same thing. Why not join resistance? How quickly they forget how they treat Banda before, how they look down on us, call us mole man, mud dweller, snub snout and soil monkey.
Wow, that sounds
Magical
racist.
Treat Banda much the same as human treat Banda, like muck underneath toenail, like filth. I have no love for resistance. I have no use for resistance. But resistance fight Azadi, fight human. So I sell you weapon and food and medicine. And I don't fight resistance. The enemy of my enemy.
Ooh, damn, Vaden.
Well, not friend, but at least not enemy.
Hard to believe that such a little thing can command dozens of men and such fear and respect.
Oh, if he says that, that's gonna be bad.
I hear you run the Mercurian underworld.
Underworld.
You hear? Is where I belong. Underworld in Burrow is my natural
Exactly.
habitat.
But there's more to it than that. You run a criminal empire.
Empire. Only human have empire. Only human be empress of empire. Me, I run business. Business in Burrow. Underground. Underworld.
It's an impressive feat for one so small.
Spoken like big human. Size not matter. Size irrelevant. Is strength elsewhere. In head. In heart, in mouth. Lucky me, the mole is strong in head, in heart, and especially in mouth.
I should continue my assignment. I must leave.
Good. Moon moving. Night only has so many hours.
Okay, this was real nice. I like her character, the way she's worked out. I like how the way she describes what happened to the Banda Bantu is it's not as direct. It's I don't know, she does directly just, you know, tell you this is what happened, but I like how it's, she's angry. Ooh, wait a minute. This means that is where the cock and puss was. That? Where it used to be, I think. Was on, side lane. This was Mary Minstrom? Recall correctly, you walk a little bit further in this direction, and then off to the left is where the Cock and Puss was. Rooster and Kitten, 0.4. What? Oh, wait, I'm turned around. I see. Yeah, it wasn't at this dock. It was off the side, isn't it? Oh, there. I'm at a different dock. That's the problem. Living in the old city world, all the others seem like newfangled ideas. Yeah, like, you know, democracy. There we go. This is the direction. This... Amazing. This is so cool, actually seeing it in full 3D. Because this is the gate we went...
Did you hear the one about the magical and the pregnant pig? No?
There we go. Do you see that? This is where the market was in Dreamfall. This is where the creature was walking around. That's where we found the little guy that... what was a crazy person's name again? Her pet. And that is where the Rooster and Kitten is.
The Rooster and Kitten. Ulfric, the barkeep, is friendly with the Resistance.
That was definitely called the Cock and Puss before. You have Roman bathhouses? That's cool. Hello.
There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though the streets appear to be safe.
Nice to revisit these areas. Been recreated so well. Exactly, Venom. Thoroughly enjoying it. And that is amazing. Sorry, weird noise outside. So hey, Jexes. Seriously, when it comes to that PS4, you'd realize, I think I checked it, the average Bloodborne playthrough is 40 hours. 35 to 40 hours. So that is 10 sessions, which is 5 weeks. 5 weeks of missing the PS4.
Ulfric doesn't have the most
work?
sophisticated or upscale clientele, and I'm sure he's happy about that.
Talking about streaming it, obviously, I mean.
What can I get you, my good man?
Goddess knows I'm not a drinking man. What does one order to blend properly in with the patrons of this filthy hive?
You could look at the sign multiple times? Ah.
I have little faith in the quality of the water in this place, but I can at least hold a cup and pretend to be drinking stronger stuff. I'll take a cup of water.
Water? Why would you want to order that foul stuff? I'm afraid we serve no water here, Da. Fish fucking that, you know. Here's your Merry Minstrom, Da.
Merry Minstrom?
Your friend. She's upstairs.
Friend?
Yes, your friend. She's been waiting. You don't want to keep a woman waiting for too long.
Your friend.
No, I'm trying to be not suspicious in the slightest.
But with me having the PS4 for a period of time, I don't use anything except games. With the Byronic, you can't play those anyway, so it's fine. Really? That's very Welsh.
I should be getting home. Just one more for the road. A bit of Dolmari courage to help me get started. And then I'll head home.
Fun thing, the concept of Dutch courage in American, or in English, don't think it's specifically American English, it's in fact British in origin, did indeed come from Anglo-Dutch wars. It was a smear campaign to make all the Dutch seem like drunkards, so Dutch courage, Dutch uncle, that kind of thing. All those expressions directly made to undermine the Dutch. Yeah.
Ah, finally. There you are.
I have some Welsh friends.
Sit.
I've been trying to practice a
I saved your
Welsh
seat.
accent
Sit down.
for ages, but it's so hard to actually do properly.
Smile. We're old friends, remember?
I don't remember that at all.
Ah.
Who are you?
I'll tell you who I'm not. I'm not with the Resistance, and I'm not Azadi.
Wait, what?
If you're not with the Resistance and you're not Azadi, who are you working for?
I'm working for me, and I can either make your life easier or a lot worse.
This must be a mistake.
Wrong man's?
The publican was clearly confused. This woman is not looking for me. Who in Shadow's name is this woman? If she's looking for me, I need to know why.
Kinda do want to know.
She claims to be my friend and then she threatens me. Not the best way to begin a conversation.
I'm kind of curious, actually. Yeah, fair enough, Jaxus. I mean, it literally is your thing, so, the moment you say, hey, I want my thing back, then obviously, sure. I was just, checking to see whether you'd realize that it would be 5 weeks at the least, so, a month and a half, you'd be missing out on that.
Who in I will have your name.
You will have my name. So forceful.
You will have my
so
name.
like a caged
I
animal.
like it.
You're a popular man, Kian Alvane. Apostle. Everyone wants a piece of you. I hear there's even a bounty on your head.
I'm afraid you've left me at a disadvantage.
I'll even the battlefield. I have as many names as I have friends. And enemies. Some call me Anna.
What do you want from me, Anna?
I like the emphasis. You're a clever boy. I want your assistance, but not right now. You're meeting someone. I'd hate to get in the way.
How
I
did
just
you...
wanted a chance to introduce myself, and now I have. So it's time to leave.
I don't
Hit me up
trust her
sometime.
any farther than I can throw
You can
her.
find me at this table most evenings. If not, Ulvik can pass a message. Big man behind the bar. Wears an apron with a cock, a rooster, and a kitten on it. Can't miss him. Be seeing you, friend.
Wait. How did you see through my veil?
What?
You shouldn't be able to recognize me on sight. Unless you
Good
know me
point.
intimately.
I don't know what you're talking about. Be seeing you, Alvane.
Oh yeah, she was avoiding that. She was changing the subject so quickly.
Always angry, but a good man to have by your side in a dangerous situation. I really like Enu. She's quick, smart, capable and funny. I don't think I quite understand her, but I do like her.
Well now. Fine, let's go talk to them. Should ask if it's okay to throw. Of course, only consensual throwing. Let me know when you need it. Okay, well, Jex, it all depends. We're still playing this.
The
I have no
witch
idea.
and the vicar had 6 shots of liquor and presently went for a walk. Come on, said the clergy, a man has his urges, but the witch only wanted to talk.
The witch and the vicar. Hold on. I want to do that one. I am alt-tabbing. The witch and the vicar? Was that it? Tongue twister. The witch and the... what is this? 2 witches were watching 2 watches. Which witch would watch which watch? That's not difficult at all. Darn it. I can't find it. I would really like to try that tongue twister. Oh well. But yeah, I was, we're finishing this one up, and afterwards I had a couple ideas. Either playing Night in the Woods might be interesting. Playing, oh yeah, Life is Strange Before the Storm, the prequel to Life is Strange. That might be interesting. And I didn't really have that many plans just now, so, Bloodborne might be interesting anyway. Love the windows in this tavern. They are.
Balance be cursed. Oh, I'm gonna be feeling this tomorrow.
They are quite fancy. Let's have a
Might as well have
close
a
up.
few more since I'm already well and truly fucked.
I like the light distortion they have on them. Simple thing, but it makes it seem, I don't know, a little
should
bit
be
as
getting
though it
home.
were
Just one
fantasy
more for the
style
A bit
thick
of dull Mary
glass
courage
before they
to
could
help me
really
get started.
properly make glass, you know?
And then I'll head home.
Interesting kid thing becoming a running gag? Yes, yes it is. Nice. Hello, Eno.
Who was that?
What? Who? Where?
Oh, you looked at
A
her.
woman. Who was she?
A mystery woman, huh? I don't know. I'm not a guy. I don't go looking at every woman who passes by.
Yeah, you did.
Liko?
Uh-huh.
Did you see a mystery woman?
No.
God, you need to get out more.
Is this place safe for the two of you?
What? Oh, you mean
Interesting,
this.
Jexes.
The face. The fur. This is a safe place.
But Azadi drink here.
Ulvik keeps it all under control. Also, magicals are still allowed passage in the city as long as they have valid passes and carry no weapons. Visibly.
You have passes?
Sure do, but
We
it's...
shouldn't push our luck. It's time to go.
Yeah, that. Come on, Kian. You passed Liko's test. You're okay. We'll head back to HQ.
H? Nice.
Oh, yeah, Liko?
I told you I would not trust you.
And now you do.
No.
I
merely
like it.
distrust you a little less. But you did well. I won't kill you. Yet.
That's him being real friendly, you know. Hugs? No? Yeah, me neither. Okay, we really need to go. Come on.
Jexes, I'm just looking forward to one-shotting all the bosses in Bloodborne. Making you rage. No way I'm one-shotting any boss, but I doubt it's as difficult as people make it out to be. They said the same thing about Dark Souls, and it isn't. You know, yes, learning Dark Souls for the first time, that was tricky. But, you know, once you have the skills, I think those skills are fairly universal. Like Huther once said, you know, Dark
So what
Souls
did your
teaches you
mystery
how to
woman look
play
like?
video games.
She had long auburn hair and light freckled skin.
That was an auburn, that was straight out
She
red.
dressed like a ranger.
Of course she did. Your type, huh?
I don't really have a type.
Really? Guy like you, I thought you'd be super choosy.
I'm not. God.
Awkward flirting.
I've not had much time for women in my life.
Leaping leapers, are you joking? How old are you? Look at you, you're gorgeous. But how did that come out of my mouth?
Leaping leapfurs?
Nope, just nope. You do like women though, right?
Shadow take me.
Not that there's anything wrong with, you know, in fact, I could have
That's
set you
quite
up
enough,
with...
Enu.
I don't know, this just happens. It's a sickness. I open my mouth and... Blah! It's really disturbing.
I kind of hope they end up together anyway, regardless of knowing that April becomes Lady Alvane. Although, if I recall correctly, the two people in that
Parsies,
timeless hut were
what are
already
you
called
doing out so
Alvane.
late?
Drinking.
Dancing.
Just drinking.
Next time, go drinking inside the wall. We don't need your kind at our bars.
No, you're absolutely right. You really,
Enu
really
is
don't.
great.
Goodbye.
Dancing?
Right then and there, it felt like an appropriate answer.
Tell me again about this test.
I expected you to run straight to your mistresses, Alvani. You may be of some use to us. For a while. I will still kill you.
Rated level commands.
Nothing you can do will ever repay your debt to my family and people.
Hey, why am I...
Cheerful. Debt?
Never you mind, Zidling. This is between the Apostle and myself.
Zidling. Really? Really? You know I'm not actually a Zidling, right, Glumbum? I'm of age and I've already been with several
That
men...
mouth thing again, Zidling.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
I like this, that the whole thing of, you can tell that she kind of has the hots for you, but is also really awkward about it. That is nicely written.
Where is everyone?
In bed, I guess. It is late.
This is gonna be trouble.
He's right. It's never this empty. Something's wrong. We should hurry.
Yeah, Jax, that's what I figured as well. It's never as hard as people make it out to be. Wait, what? Uh-oh, Archer. Do something. Can I jump? Can I save Anu? Wait, what? What can I do? Whoa! That was badass!
We need to keep moving. We don't know how many of them there are.
I just snatched an arrow out of the air. That is amazing.
Catch, Kian. That was a good catch, wasn't it, Liko?
He survived. It was acceptable.
Acceptable?
He's totally warming up to you.
Thank the gods of old, our boat is still here.
Ladies first. That means you guys. You guys were the ladies. It was a joke. Fine, I'll go first.
That is a great moment.
On the inside.
You would have exploded. I don't think your body can handle laughter, Liko.
That was marvelous. So on slow moving arrow. Fortunately, Kronos Chris, I would have died had it not been. Hey. Report back.
I'm glad you're all back safely. How did it go?
Kian was awesome. He even saved our lives.
I would have caught the arrow.
Yeah, I know, but Kian did, and it was awesome.
Any news of the informer?
We brought him here for questioning.
Perfect, Vaden.
Was that wise? He knows our location now.
That won't be a problem for long.
Maybe not for you, Liko, but it is a problem for me. We don't just execute our prisoners once we're done with them. How did the rest of your mission go?
Alvani followed our instructions. He completed his task to our satisfaction. The end result was adequate.
Hey, whoa. Don't get all mushy on us now, Liko.
I'm glad to see that the three of you can work together. While you were away, we received some news. Bob who can see?
Right you are, ma'am.
Bob who can see, I love it.
As most of you know, the first of the 6 has been due to arrive in Mercuria for weeks now. Well, she's arrived. Their cloud ship docked with the tower not an hour ago. And she ain't alone.
The first is the Azadi's highest authority. Of course he won't travel alone.
Aye, there's that, but I'm not talking about bodyguards or handmaidens or the like. No. She's got some real interesting company.
Be specific.
One General Hami alongside a Mother Utana.
What did you say?
Kian knows Hami.
Hami, General, Utana, Mother. Do you know them?
I do. They're with the first of the 6.
So word has it.
How do you know
smoked
this?
Specific tobacco.
Do you have eyes inside the tower?
Not inside, no. On the ground, here and there, close enough. Some tell secrets for money or to protect their own secrets. Some are sympathetic to the magicals. And some are unhappy with Saya and her lapdog Vamon.
They run the city still.
Word is, they're intimate.
A sister and a soldier. That's a capital crime.
Well, that, with Saya ruling the church and Vamon, the state here in Mercuria, there's not much anyone can do.
If anyone can, it will be General Hami and Mother Utana.
You know them well, then?
You knew. You knew they were coming, and you knew my history with them. That's why you freed me from...
Naane! Finally. What news from Myria?
Liko, Shepard, the rebuilding progresses and Alvane, you are on your feet again.
Silencer point her out as a traitor. Oh! Now, Anne, she did betray people. Kind of want to call her out on that. We're gonna call her out, I think.
The traitor? What's that witch doing here? They must not know who she is and what she's done. If I tell them now she's dead, I must confront her in private.
Great choice, yeah.
The traitor? She betrayed the resistance to save herself, and now she's come back. Don't they know who she is and what she's done? I must tell them before she flees.
I think I have to point her out right away. I mean, that's the point. We can stay silent and talk to her later, but she could flee. I think I'm gonna call her out being a traitor. You all went with silence?
The traitor? What's that witch doing here? They must not know who she is and what she's done. If I tell them now she's dead, I must confront her in private.
All kept silent? This choice is crucial.
The traitor? She betrayed the resistance to save herself, and now she's come back. Don't they know who she is and what she's done? I must tell them before she flees.
I was gonna point... kind of want to point out that she's a traitor. I mean... we can keep quiet, but... she did betray the resistance. Oh, God. Be a button prompt to get more information on her. F for keyboard. What? Okay, let's try that. F. No, doesn't work. Hey, Ghost. Oh, man. This Capramal also went with silence. So either we unveil her, we reveal her to the resistance right now, but she is still... I mean, she betrayed April. Then again, I was the one who led them to April. Oh, God. Oh, God, these choices. I mean, if we keep silent, we may be able to talk to her afterwards and save her life. This is one of those choices to make it real easy to see if people paid attention in the previous game. Almost everyone who only played chapters will call her out immediately. I don't know. Do you call her out, get the game progress otherwise? Yeah, the problem is... I know she didn't... You know, she was blackmailed into betraying. She's not a full-on traitor. So here... Okay, here's the problem. On the one hand, I want to call her out on being a traitor right away. Because she did, in fact, betray April. But she was blackmailed into doing so by Key and Alvane with the promise of, you know, April not being harmed. She was already caught. She was protecting the larger resistance by sacrificing one person. Ah! You know what happens if you call her out? That would be a big spoiler. Of course it would be a big spoiler. Yeah, exactly, Vayne. And Keen is also a traitor. Oh God, this is so difficult. This is so difficult. I mean, she has... It's reasonable for her to have done what she did. God. Ah. Think about that. She helped you recover. Yeah, exactly. She is the one who got me back on my feet as well. She was instrumental on that. I think I am gonna have to keep quiet about this. Because it is... you're right. Based on the early games, you know her motivation. You know that she isn't... You know she isn't a traitor. As in, you know she isn't a spy for the Azadi. You yourself blackmailed her.
The traitor? What's that witch doing here? They must not know who she is and what she's done. If I tell them now she's dead, I must confront her in private. The traitor? She betrayed the resistance to save herself.
Yeah.
And now she's come back? Don't they know who she is and what she's done? I must tell them before she flees.
No, it seems disingenuous. It seems intellectually dishonest to point her out as a traitor, as though I was innocent in this entire thing. You know, Kian is directly the person who manipulated her into betraying the resistance. So, actually, yeah. She did it under duress. Just as in any legal situation, if you're under duress, you cannot be held accountable for your own action. If somebody holds a gun to your head and then says, you will rob this store, and if you don't, I will shoot you, then you are not legally responsible for the actions you've done. You were under duress. It's the same for her. She was placed under duress by Kian. We're gonna go with silence.
The traitor.
Oh, God.
They're all well. Rebuilding... apologies, Shepard. I'm tired from my travels. I would like to retire to my quarters.
Of course. Let's speak tomorrow. That goes for all of us. The hour is late.
I will have to follow her right away.
After breakfast.
You knew they were coming. The General and the Mother. That's why you sent Captain Bakim to Friar's Keep. That's why you freed me.
Kian.
Liko was right. You're using me. All those words
Texas,
about
you've
being
been
a
hanging
symbol,
around with
about being
vampiric fish too
important to the
much.
resistance.
Does the one exclude the other? You are a symbol. You are a warrior. And now,
so you're all
a rebel.
holding out for silence.
I knew they were coming, Utala and Hami. And I knew from our spies in Sardia that you were bound to them both. We saw an opportunity, and we sent Bakim to free you. You can see that we're desperate, Kian. Afraid, alone. Most humans have already given up, given in, become comfortable with this new world, with the Azadi. Many have forgotten about the magicals, or chosen to forget. They carry on their lives, even if we cannot. We few are all that remains of the resistance. If we lose,
Cooler.
All is
Once
lost.
we see it, I'm
Our
interested in
lives,
hearing what
our
the
hopes,
other
our
one would have done.
entire future lost to darkness. I will do anything to save my people. Make terrible sacrifices, tell lies, anything. Wouldn't you, Kian? So yes, you are a tool, and you are a symbol, our secret weapon, the key to our survival. It's been a long and tiring
Cool.
day.
Thanks, Madison.
And there's still much I need to do. We can continue our conversation another day.
Like her in her voice, it sounds as though she is, you know, very emotional. It's like she's on the verge of breaking into tears. I know she's just in her room, but I want to look around this room for a little bit. Stage in the game? Cool. Hey, Jexus, that is... There we go. That is pretty cool, actually. Living so close together, it's cool that you guys get to hang out that much. Been able to hang out with people that much lately. Bit stir crazy every now and then. Even though, ironically, I know a little bit earlier I also mentioned how it was utterly exhausting to have that meetup at Jex's place a couple of days ago, but the other contradictions. Like to hang out with people that I, you know, enjoy spending time with, and at the same time, it's also very tiring to do so. Well, now, Anne, little discussion with you.
I've been expecting you. Why did you protect me in there? Why not tell them what I did?
I have no intention of protecting her secrets, but her selfless actions granted me a second chance. At the very least, she deserves to be heard.
Oh, the interrogation room. Thank you for mentioning, Vanen. I will listen in on that.
I only had a moment to decide. That's not enough time to weigh a person's life. It was her portal that helped me escape the keep. She healed my wounds. She knew I might expose her, and yet she saved my life. I called her a traitor, but are we so different?
That is the right one. I don't like these two.
It was her portal
Salvation
that helped me escape
is okay. You know, you made up for your mistake, but this is the real one.
I know you had your reasons for doing what you did.
There's no excuse. But I did what I did because I believed it was the right thing to do. Will you at least hear me out before making your decision?
Everyone deserves to be heard. Maybe the others won't give her that opportunity. Speak.
When I gave you the location of our base and betrayed April, I thought I was sacrificing one person to save everyone else. But many died because of my actions. This has haunted me. I have questioned my motives. Did I sell her out to save the shipment of food and medicines? Without it, many would have suffered.
Oh yeah, that was it.
The old, the sickly, the children. Or did I betray the resistance to save my own skin? I would have been executed by the Azadi. I truly don't know. Perhaps it was a little of both. Perhaps things are not so black and white. We can never truly know the consequences of our actions. If you keep my secret, I can continue to help. I am of real value to the Resistance, despite my crimes. Turn me in, and more will suffer. But justice, for what it's worth, will be served. It's your choice to make, Alvane, not mine. What is your decision?
Interestingly enough, she's doing the exact same thing. Saying, you know, I can be of help. She's bartering for her life. Kind of the same thing, but I think I'll tell no one. Of course, nearly everybody did this too.
To the Resistance. Without her, they will be even weaker. I must protect her secret, whatever the consequences. However she chooses to justify her betrayal, regardless of her importance to the Resistance, the others deserve to know. Her fate needs to be in their hands.
Here's a key difference, though, by the way, I'm thinking. The key difference between Kian and Naane is that Naane betrayed people in secret and worked against them. Kian did not. Kian still operated as he should have for the Azadi, and at that final moment, his refusal to follow his orders was public. He never betrayed anyone. He publicly stood for a position. That is a crucial difference between the two.
She's important to the Resistance. I'll be watching you.
I promise you won't regret your decision. I will live to repent my sins and serve the Resistance. I'm in your debt, Alvane. Always and forever.
You saved my life, but I may still call on you one day to do something for me.
I'll be ready.
Wait, no, the interrogation! I can't listen to the interrogation. Oh! I'm gonna have to... I want to load back. I want to load back and be sure. The right man's? Wait.
The first is on her way.
Ooh.
Has she mentioned him?
I don't think so. You do know she's brought General Harmy and that mother with her.
Utana, it means nothing.
The General was due back in the Northlands.
What about the mother?
She's rumored to be next in line for the seat. She wants to be involved.
She was also the bleeding heart who practically raised Alvane. She sponsored his whole education.
Light. She could be a problem, but what can we do?
We make sure none of them know Kian is alive and with the Resistance.
Mistress, your presence here honors us.
Sister Sire, this is an impressive edifice. It appears your work...
We believe so, Mistress.
Whoops.
We welcome you to Malcuria and the Northlands. Anything you need, you let me know. Mother, I'm pleased to see you as well. To have the both of you here is a great honor.
Quite. The seat wants to know how the mission goes, how the Northlanders are handling the transition, and how many of them have chosen to embrace the light of the goddess.
We will speak of this, and much more. For now, we have prepared dinner for all of you. I hope you will join me.
Interesting, by the way, that they used the phrase mother,
Well,
since it's
I
all
am starving.
in the entire
food on those
franchise has been
cloud
so
ships.
important.
General, I did not expect to see you back so soon.
Neither did I. What's this I hear about Kian?
Yes, what of the Apostle?
It pains me to inform you that Alvane died in a riot. He was detained under penalty of death until your visit, Mistress. Unfortunately, the rebels snuck their agents into the prison. They cut him down and burned his body.
Goddess, guide his immortal soul to the first mountain.
With every respect to you and your seat, Mother, Alvane was a traitor. He betrayed the cause and he...
May I remind you, sister, that the Apostle was never relieved of his title and should be addressed properly? And may I also remind you that without a proper trial and judgment by the first of the six, his so-called treason remains an accusation and nothing more. Now that he's no longer with us, we may never know the truth. But our people will not be told that the Apostle was a traitor.
Kinda too late for that.
Mother.
How did you say he died, Commander?
Stabbed during a riot. They burned his body, hopefully after he'd bled out. We weren't able to retake the prison until the next morning.
I will need to see the keep for myself, Commander, and interview the guards and prisoners.
Certainly. I shall make arrangements for you to visit in a couple of days.
Don't bother, Vamon. I'll go there tomorrow. You don't have to trouble yourself. I'm sure you have better things to do.
As you wish, Mir.
How is the engine progressing?
The engineers are working day and night to connect the tubes. We expect to be able to switch it on according to schedule.
Good. I have brought the final instructions from Sadir. The architect will send any remaining modifications by cloud ship. And when the Prophet returns, he will inspect the engine before we switch it on.
What is this
Have
engine?
you not spoken with him?
Not for many months. But he will be here when our goddess-given task is complete. Only he will know how to bring it to life and to interpret the messages from the engine.
Of course. Please, will the two of you accompany me to the dinner table? I'm sure the kitchen is worried the food will turn cold before we are seated. General, Commander.
Until tomorrow, sister. Mother? My lady? Vamon, if you'll dine with me in my quarters?
Of course, Mia.
Tell me again what happened at the keep.
He does not believe a single word of that. Yeah, I noticed that one as well, an airplane joke. It was... yeah, low blow. Back in the house? Chapter 4, Dream. Back in the dreaming?
Hello?
How did we get here?
You were there. Ixul Panax Brekal. We met.
Oh! Obnoxus! Obnoxus! Hey there, buddy! Okay, I kind of want to see if I can load. This. Kind of want to load, and because I want to Check the interrogation. The dream, yeah, that is amazing. And indeed, the mandatory underwear scene. Isn't that just in every darn longest journey, there's an underwear moment? There's the interrogation.
I'm sorry, I had no choice. They forced me.
Who did?
The Azadi. They threatened me and my family and my livelihood.
That still doesn't explain why you were at the National Front meeting.
I had to keep up appearances, and it's where I'd meet with Miranda. I'd report to him about what was going on in Old Town. He'd ask me questions about certain people, magicals, suspected rebels. But I didn't tell him everything, I swear. I only did what I had to do to protect my family. Please believe me, I had no choice.
It's good to know we made the right choice. I was going to load back up, but since this gave me a little indicator, we are going to continue with this, because I don't know what that changes. Okay.
I called her a I know.
Are we so different?
Everyone.
Yes,
speak.
I will hear you
I thought
out.
We can, if you turn.
We're just going to skip back to where we were.
She's
we will
important
tell
to the resistance.
no one.
Without.
Balance shifts.
I'll be watching you.
I mean.
You saved.
I'll be.
There we go. We're going to skip through that next scene. Sorry for having to do this again. I just didn't expect this to so suddenly end. So we have this scene. Skip.
What about them? We may.
Balance has shifted again. Yup. A little bit less epic though.
Mistress.
First there's the all caps, the balance has shifted. And now it's more like
General.
the balance has shifted
With
again.
Mother.
How did you? I will. Don't bother.
As you.
How is the engine? Good.
Yes, yes. Seek last.
Only, of course. Please, General.
Until. Vamon.
Of course.
Tell me.
Thanks, Venom. Yeah, I want to be sure to hear something like that. There we go. So, minimal delay, and we are back to where we were. Whew. That is bright white. Things you can say to chat, but not your girlfriends. Sorry we have to go through this again. I just didn't expect it to end so fast. Name of Santiago's sex tape.
Hello?
You were there. Ixul Panax Brekal. We met.
Underwear scene. Obnoxious. We're a lot less square than last we met. Oh, look at that little guy. Look at his face. Amazing.
Have we met before?
We will. We are meeting now. Venari Abnaxus et al. I am Abnaxus of the
Venari
Venar.
to come? Or Venari?
Hi, I'm Zoe of, the humans. Who's that?
Oh.
He will be Ular Pala, chief of the Ular. Those who remained,
what?
Children of the Purple Mountains.
Okay. This is a dream, right?
It was.
Oh,
You
yeah, the
dreamed
symbol of the
things
balance.
Elsewhen,
oh.
Of Abnaxus who was, and who will soon have passed beyond the veil and into the great
die soon?
forgetfulness. In the dream, I will speak of the time that has flowed, and the time that
Past
will
and the
still
future.
flow. But outside the dream, I will be sick.
Aw. Poor Obnaxus. What?
I was like a petrified tree in the middle of a river, frozen in this moment, while time parts around me.
This surrounding is amazing.
The massive bloom, what is that, a giant face? Fuck, this is such an evocative scene. I love it. Giant face.
So, why am I having this dream?
You were needed. Achik aksik nabe ajna achik aksik. The first dreamer needs you.
The first dreamer?
Oh. Why is everyone naked? It's yeah, exactly, because of Ragnar Tornquist. One thing he loves is apparently watching girls walk around in their underwear. No, kitty. He needs to poop, and he needs to figure out how. It's not as though he's done it for the past 8 years of his life.
How did he get over there so quickly? There's some sort of doorway into the mountain.
Kitty.
This one is also sick. This one
That the first
is
dreamer?
dying. Lux Kamel.
What does that mean?
This one's name is Lux. This one is the first dreamer. This one is like you, like your sister, like those who did dream and shaped reality.
So awesome to see Obnoxus. His design is great. Look at those overly large hands, the large fingers, that little tail. It's amazing. I love it.
Another dreamer? Wait, that wasn't real. That was...
Oh, that was
That
real.
was just another dream.
Yes. And also much more. We needed you to come. You came. You will come here to help Lux. Everything depends on this. Everything that was, is, and will be.
Oh, exactly, Vaden.
If this one ends, everything ends.
What?
All of time.
It's also just his face, though.
Someone else
that
told me
sadness.
the same thing. What does it mean?
This one is the first dreamer. This one dreams. And the dream is the
A
universe.
good point. The fragmented
When
nature
the
of
dream ends...
Very dreamlike.
What's happening? Where are you going? Hey! Hey, come back! Tell me what's going on!
Indy. That Obnoxus is... Okay.
Jesus.
Okay, kitty.
That felt so real. Oh, is that the time? Oh, shit.
Hey, kitty. Oh, another therapist moment. Okay. Even though we awkwardly asked him out on a date. Have a look at this character library. See about these other characters. Naane. Naane is a Zidmari artisan and a long-time member of the Resistance. She hails from Irat, where she served the Rose Court. Here you go, kitty. 1 year ago, Naane betrayed the location of the rebel base in Myria, the swamp city, to the Azadi apostle Kian Alvane. She did this to save shipments of food and medicine to the magical Simacuria, as well as her own life. As a consequence of her actions, many rebels perished. The Azadi were led straight to Myria and to the rebel leader April Ryan. Because of Naane, April was killed, and the resistance almost crushed. Naane's betrayal also led to Kian's death sentence and imprisonment in Friar's Keep. Only Kian knows the truth of what Naane did, and he now holds her life in his hands. First of the 6. Six are the child empresses of the Azadi Empire. They reside in the sixth circle of Sadir, the capital of Azadir, from age 12 until adulthood, after which they become revered and sequestered sisters of the goddess. The six wield immense power, but when kept in check by others. They are under constant scrutiny and observation, rarely venturing outside the six circles of Sadir, and their reliance on their council of advisors and ministers is absolute. Their rule is short. None of the six have served longer than a decade. The first is most senior of the six. He sent Kian Alvani on his fateful mission to hunt down the rebel leader, and he's now journeyed to Mercuria to oversee the activation of the engine that's been under construction for almost... Mother Utana. Over 30 years ago, Mother Utana, then a young sister, charged with running a small temple in a poor neighborhood of Sadir, rescued a homeless and wounded Kian Alvane from the street. She took the boy in, fed him, nursed him back to health, gave him a bed, and taught him the word of the goddess. She became an important mother figure in Kian's life, as well as a guiding light in his spiritual awakening. Their relationship has always been strong, though they've not seen each other for several years. Mother Utana is next in line to take over the highest spiritual position of the Azadi Empire, second only to the Six, a position set to hold even more power than that of the child. I am currently also cuddling, meowing, and he seems upset. Hami. General Hami is the supreme commander of the Allied forces in the Northlands, the highest-ranking officer in the coalition of the willing. Hami first took note of Kian Alvane when Kian was a teenager, fighting for his life on the streets of Sadir. An up-and-coming commander, Hami took the boy under his wing, trained him, and convinced him to become an army conscript. As apostle, Kian rose to equal his mentor in rank, but the two began to drift apart, divided by Kian's increasing zealotry and religious devotion. Despite the growing distance between them, Hami still considers Kian an adopted son. Kian respects Hami as both a friend, an officer, and a good father. Unlike the majority of Azadi officers, General Hami was not born into Sadir nobility. He does not hail from one of the first families, and this is the only thing his enemies can fault him for. The reason Hami has seen the authority challenged his authority challenged by religious police and increasing power of the Mercurian emissary Saya and her commander Baman. I also want to see what her... let's see... I think we read that, didn't we? We read that late afternoon. Oh, yes, we've read this. I don't think we read the last thing. I don't know. I don't know how much I read about that, so let's just go. Wait, what?
The ventilation has been on and off for weeks. The agency promised they'd fix the membranes, but nope.
Good time for a tea break? Maybe. Just got some tea earlier. Rose Court, remember Zoe lived in Casablanca? Ah, that's Jardin des Roses. Oh yeah, you're right. You were absolutely right. But yeah, you know what? Maybe before we continue, we should take another little tea break. Couple of minutes, grab some tea, grab a snack, on the kitty, that kind of a thing. I'll be back with you in, well, about as much time as it takes to make a cup of tea.
There we go. I should really just keep the game audio running while we do this kind of thing. Don't want to play any music because I still get copyright strikes from The Witcher because we played public domain classical music. But they all get claimed because somebody goes, "Oh, this is our recording." And I'd have to spend time trying to unclaim them, trying to identify for each of these. No, this is not what they're claiming it is. This is a public domain thing. Yes, I'd win every single time. But when you have several hundred videos on YouTube, you get those claims a lot. And then somebody just ends up owning your video. That's the cheesy part of YouTube. They just take what is yours. But okay. Thank you, Venom. It is another nice cup of tea, a little bit of honey. It is a nice little bit of, well, let's just call it sleepy time tea. But yeah, Venom, I think it's probably just a nice reference, but it's interesting that it's there.
Nope, still nothing. The cooling's off and it's going to be 1,000 degrees in here tonight.
So those are photos supposed to be of Zoe. Really? Oh, there we go. There is a photo of Reza there.
It's very film noir. We're living inside a film noir. Noiry.
Noiry. Noiresque.
Mr. Planty. He's been through a lot, poor chap. The drought of last Tuesday, the great tumble of June, this morning's accident with the half-empty beer can. Poor Mr. Planty.
The great drought of last Tuesday, I like that.
I like beds. I like spending time in beds. By that, I don't just mean sleeping, but also other bed-related activities.
Well now.
3 months now, and I still haven't unpacked most of my useless crap. Not now. Tonight. Definitely tonight. Time to roll up my shirt sleeves and get my shit together. After the Eurotrash premiere, of course. I can't miss that.
Wait, where's Wonka's?
Do I have to pee? No, I don't have to pee.
Yeah, but how about taking a shower?
What would be the point? It's even sadder on the inside. That thing hasn't been used in a week since... well, since.
Oh, it's been a week since our fight?
Yeah, no. Later. Reza bought that. Yeah. I didn't buy that.
Well, part of Dreamfall, the longest journey, when Zoe returns from her tour home, will get muted on Twitch because the song playing after you exit the taxi. Yeah, exactly. That one also got a copyright strike.
Memories. I need those around.
Okay, fine. I guess we just dress like a savage without just taking a shower. Journal is updated. Let's have a look. Ingvild Hasund song Rush. Yeah. Looking out the window a few more times? Sure thing, Herm. Hello, boiling hot Europolis Monday. You suck. So, Mira's giving me the day off, without explanation, for reasons I probably don't want to know about. Can I plead complete ignorance? I probably can. I look very innocent. Gift horse, mouth, etc. I'm not complaining. I mean, okay, sure, it does mean less money at the end of the week, but a day of aimless wandering and boredom in Propast? Win! Of course, I have therapy first thing. We all know how I feel about that. Future Zoe or my nosy children / grandchildren / random hackers, I feel less than enthused about it. Aside from the opportunity to gaze at Roman's lush and lovely head of hair. Lovely. Tired of talking about myself. Can't even imagine how he feels around it. And let's not forget awkward flirtations, which is a thing that happened. I'm sure there will be repercussions. Repercussions of my own making. Don't know what I was thinking. Well,
know what I was thinking. I know exactly what I was thinking. But bad, Zoe. Bad, bad, Zoe. Gonna ask me about Rezzer, of course. And, well, it's probably something I really should talk about. It's also the thing I do not want to talk about most of all in the whole wide world. At least, yet. We broken up? Had a fight. I let him walk out. I didn't make an effort to contact him or make up. Days passed. Now? I don't know. Not sure why I'm not fighting this. Well, I had to think that after all we've been through, Rezzer and me, I might stand with nothing. But history is not enough of a reason to stick together. So, I guess we'll see. Positive thoughts, Zoe. Day off! Yes! Go look at the window multiple times, check the Kickstarter backers on the TV. Oh. Those are all Kickstarter backers? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, as Ern mentioned as well, we'll look out the window a couple of times. Okay, that's pretty cool that they're Kickstarter backers. Hi, kids. Hi, little buddy.
How come it's always raining when I'm in here, but when I go outside, it's not? Mind you, I'm not complaining, it's just odd.
Nice, that alpha change, right? Who was it, Ern, that told us about this, or Mighty Sid?
We have the best view of a brick wall and neon signs in Propast. If by best,
Itsy.
you mean worst. We have the best view. How come it's always raining? It's very... We have the best view of a brick wall and neon signs in Propast. If by best, you mean worst.
It seems like a cut-off sporadical while reading the diary. Oh. Yeah, that must be a mic setting. Sorry about that. I guess I also need to use the microphone voice a little bit more.
Eyes everywhere. I've never seen so many of them out on the streets.
Okay. Wait, is she wearing a jumpsuit?
Citizen, Holmes.
Oh god.
Where are you going?
The therapy.
Why?
Answer the question or you will be detained.
Why?
I have an appointment.
The streets are unsafe. Return to your home or business to conduct your appointment remotely.
I'm seeing my doctor.
What is the name and business location of your doctor?
They have no right to ask for that information, but if I resist, they might put me on a watch list. Or worse.
Yeah, they have no right to ask.
As far as I know, the Eye has no right to interrogate me. Not unless they arrest me first.
Resist!
I'm sorry, but that's private information.
The Eye never forgets?
You're
Oh
violating
crap.
my civil rights. I can contact my lawyer right now if you...
Zoe Meyer Castillo, resident of Sunshine Plaza Terraces by OCG. You have a prior record with the syndicate.
Oh.
The charges were dropped. It was a misunderstanding.
I could detain you right now and bring you in for questioning.
Sure. And then you can deal with the fallout when I tell my story to the press. What you're doing is illegal.
Stay off the streets, Miss Castillo. It's for your own protection.
Sure it is.
Proceed.
Oh, damn.
Crowbar's here to help you find your way in ProPass. You lost? No problem. I can give you directions to anywhere in ProPass.
We're here, right? Okay, no, I think I can find my way home. Not home, to the therapist. Might not be the swiftest way, but I have an idea.
I miss you so much, Chia. I miss you so much, baby.
I think just disconnecting them from the dream machine could be dangerous. And I'd probably get beaten up for trying to help.
There are so many Eye on the streets. Also, sort of Blade Runner.
I'm not into Grand Theft Auto or spending the next 10 years in a labor camp.
So many of these junkies.
Just leave me alone. I'm having the best dream.
I think this is a very long way around, actually. You should have gone to the right.
There's been more and more of these random arrests. They're really cracking down on protests.
Holy crap, they are everywhere. Brain cause performance issues, yes, that's what you said last week as well, right? Examine the steam towers multiple times. Oh. Hold on, sure. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to bump into you guys.
I've asked everyone what those towers are, and no one knows for sure. Some say anti-grav units from before the collapse, others say they're vents. It's warm and tingly. Odd. It's warm and tingly. Odd. It's warm. Nella claims those towers release chemicals that keep the populace subdued and compliant, but her argument is self-defeating. She breathes the same air, and she is not compliant.
You know what I wonder? Whether the Azadi and the engine they're building in the other world are supposed to somehow connect with these mystery towers to bring the two worlds together, you know, Stark and Arcadia, and make them into Earth again.
My theory is that they were built as a practical joke, to keep everyone guessing. But they're probably just vents. I've asked everyone what those towers are, and no one knows for sure. Some say anti-grav units from before the collapse.
Let's go and run back to therapy. Get a good jog in. Gotta stay healthy, because apparently she hasn't cooked her own food in a week. Interesting parallels, strange steam constructs in both worlds. Exactly. Exactly. The steam machines were there everywhere, and they were also building a very large tower that nobody seems to be sure of.
Dependable, dull, dead. Not literally, politically. I'm not advocating assassinations.
There we go. And if I recall correctly, therapy should be at the end of this place, right there.
I'm saying is the acquisition will go through. We're making damn sure of it. Okay, yeah, I see your point, but look, you hired us for a reason. We can deliver what you need, and NTI has what you need. There's a convergence of interest.
Who's us?
Uh-huh. Okay, so here's what's going to happen.
Not spying on you.
We'll let them know we have their files, and that they'll find their way into the open market.
Oh yeah.
Unless they agree to sell. Between getting something or nothing, they'll choose something.
Oh, always.
You really don't want to know the how. All you need to know is what you're getting and how much it'll cost you. The moment I see the cash, we start moving. Not a percentage of it, not most of it, all of it. Look, this channel is secure, but I don't like staying connected for too long in one spot. You'll hear from us soon. In the meantime, your only job is to follow the instructions and stay cool. Ciao.
I like that she does these things here and that you can just listen to everything.
Do I know you? Hey, were you eavesdropping? You should mind your own business, or you could wake up tomorrow and find that your life has been reformatted. Zoe Maya Castillo.
That is an amazing threat, by the way, to just give somebody's full name.
I shouldn't get involved.
I shouldn't, but, you know. Aww.
Stay inside and comply with all eye directives without delay.
God, so many people are getting arrested. This is ridiculous. Yes, Nella. Have a little chat with Nella. Wait, did they take your cart? the sausages.
I wasn't sure you'd make it today. What with the Panzer Pandu out in force. Say hello to our new robot overlords.
It was touch and go. Were you waiting for me?
I don't do apologies.
Okay. What happened to Carl?
Confiscated. After the Hand published their story about the collective and grey market imports, the district refused to renew my license and I refused to move. So those cowardly mecha cunts hold Carl away.
Oh my god. Nella...
Reza wrote an article about it and got her...
Not your fault.
Really?
The sausages gave your Chorbo the shits and he wrote a story about it. Mega chungo, but fair shakes.
No.
I will fight them all the way to the top. The legal
He did it
wheels
to
are
spite
turning.
me.
But this isn't why I wanted to talk to you.
What a jerk.
Last week, you caught me by surprise. I shouldn't have reacted the way I did.
But you don't do apologies, Nella.
I don't, so shut up and accept it.
Accepted. What was going on?
Nothing.
Never played
Honestly,
Secret World or...
Party business.
Really? Yeah, exactly, Vena. What a cheap move. What a cheap move. He just did it to get back at me. Got my favorite food stand removed.
Party business? Oh, she must mean the Marxists.
Mhm.
I'm curious to know what's got her so on edge. What's going on?
Manifesto's starting to come apart at the seams. Too many conflicts of interests. Ribas is having a tough time keeping everyone in line. There's no consensus about strategy, about what to do to get people to open their eyes and see what's really going on in this city. Some want to keep doing what we have been doing. Peaceful protest, debate, passing out pamphlets.
That sounds good.
Others want to take more radical action.
Look, that never helped.
What? It's politics, Zozo. You know how it is. The hardest part is agreeing on a common agenda. I'm not sure it matters. We're last in the polls and it'll take a miracle to change that. But anyway, you were asking me about Hannah Roth.
Oh, yes.
I'm looking for her.
Why?
Oh, it's complicated. Queenie, you know, the Babka on the boat down
Sure,
in
everyone knows her.
Queenie asked me to look for Hannah, to find out if she's okay or not okay, I guess.
Why the hell would she be asking you?
Campaign business. I'm trying to get her to officially support Leia Uminska.
Ah, it's all starting to make sense.
Do you know Hannah?
She runs errands for merchants in Propast, does odd jobs for anyone willing to pay. She's helped me out a few times, deliveries mostly, and also... Well, that's how I know Hannah. But I don't know where she lives. I don't know who her friends are. I don't know how to get hold of her.
So, why...
She runs a gang, all homeless girls, the Dragonflies. They operate out of the underground here in Propast. They do odd jobs, legit jobs, but also other jobs.
Like crime?
Like crime, Zozo. Pickpocketing, fencing, smuggling, selling unlicensed dreams. Drugs. Keep an eye out for the dragonfly symbol, and the girl with short, pink hair and piercings.
Dragonfly symbol.
I appreciate
Girl with
it, Nella.
short
I'm sorry
pink hair,
about interrupting your
piercings.
meeting last week. And good luck getting Carl back.
We'll be back in business before you know it. They can't keep the people down. Time to go squeeze
Alter
some
jobs like
government
cracking nuts and
testicles
looking
until they
adorable.
release my food cart. I
And
hope you
sleeping
find
while
Hannah.
holding hands, right? So, by the way, I like that thing that she talked about where the Marxists were trying to decide whether they need to continue peaceful action or more radical things, because that's exactly what happened with the Marxists. The entire question was, Karl Marx basically wrote that Marxism is the inevitable response to capitalism. All it takes is revolution after revolution over a long span of time. Once the means of production, well, one have been seized by the workers, by well, you know, by the producers basically, rather than the actual large companies. And two would be that, if I recall correctly, the effort taken in producing something needed to be so minimalistic that it takes hardly any effort anymore of human action, of any worker action. So, Star Trek, basically. If you have replicators, you can have a Marxist revolution. That's why in Star Trek there is no money. And the thing that happened that, you know, made... They call it communism, but it wasn't
we haven't seen a communist system yet, because so far all we've seen is state capitalist systems. But what they wanted was to force those revolutions. And that's why they took violent action and assumed that if they bring about that world, then the people will follow and understand Marxism. But that's not the way it worked. So that's interesting that they have this same conversation here. Something there about the dialogue felt kind of inauthentic. Yeah, it was too meh. Pass off.
How do you feel about Reza and you splitting up?
Wow, okay. That is the consequence of my action. So I guess we wouldn't have been split up had I not picked that fight.
I haven't really allowed myself to wallow. I feel fine, I think, so far. If I start ruminating on it, I'll be a wreck, so better not. I've tried not to think about our breakup. I've kept busy and emotionally distant, so that's probably not a great sign. I haven't really allowed myself to wallow. I feel fine, I think, so far. If I start ruminating on it, I'll be a wreck, so better not. I've tried not to think about our breakup. I've kept busy and emotionally distant, so that's probably
that's
not
interesting.
a great
So we
sign.
fully get to decide. I think fine, but he'll say we're avoiding.
Okay, I feel okay about it.
Well, that's good. Take your time. Don't rush into anything.
I won't.
In our last session...
Last week.
Last week, you said you want to remember.
Right.
About what happened before the coma.
Yeah.
Is that still the case?
Or during the coma. Remember,
I haven't changed my mind. I need to go back before I can move forward. I want to remember.
I don't even want to look and forget.
Yep.
Okay. Good.
Another marker.
I think it's right of you to focus on remembering. I believe it will help you wake up.
Oh no, we need to go back to dreaming.
Wake up? What do you mean? I am awake. Oh, wait, sorry, I'm getting a call.
Do you need to take it?
It's just Baruti, my campaign manager. I'm sure it can wait. Sorry about that. Where were we? What did you mean by waking up?
Are you sleeping well?
No, not really, no.
And why is that?
I dream. A lot. They're very vivid dreams. Lucid. Not like normal dreams at all.
Do you remember these dreams?
I don't trust him.
I'm not sure I want to share my dreams with Roman. They feel important, but private. I'll figure them out on my own. I think my dreams are important. If I talk about them, maybe Roman can help me figure them out.
This is tricky. They are private, but let's share. Let's assume Zoe trusts her therapist.
Yeah, they're almost always
all those
the same.
markers.
There's a temple in the clouds, surrounded by tall mountains, all misty and white. There's a strange, man who speaks in riddles, and an ape-like creature on a floating chair. I know, it's odd, it's crazy.
What else?
There's a child, or I don't know, it looks like a child. She, or he, is very ill. If the child dies, the dream ends. We all vanish.
All of us?
Everything. The universe, reality. What does it mean?
I'm not sure. Do you think your dreams are related to your memory loss?
I think they are.
Crazy as that may seem, I feel they do. Maybe not literally, as in I've forgotten meeting a floating ape creature, but there's something there that's strangely familiar. Yeah, well, you know.
They may be a signal that some memories are beginning to re-emerge.
You think so?
Dreams are never just dreams. They can be mirrors, reflecting our darkest fears and deepest desires. They can provide us with clues to who we are. They can stir memories. But let's leave that for next week. Our time is up. Today was another step forward, Zoe. Regardless of what you do
We have
or do not
really short sessions.
I want you to think about what I said. About working on your memories. About remembering. You really should write down your dreams, you know. It will help you remember.
You should be there to write them down for me.
What? Whoa!
I beg your pardon?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! What? What? Okay.
Oh, that came out all wrong. I didn't mean to flirt. Again. Of course I didn't. Therapist, Zoe. Consider your reputation. Wait, what? Oh, go for broke, Zoe. What do you have to lose at this point? Your dignity? Well, yes, your dignity, sure. But what else? Nothing, that's what.
Do we want to put this one on for a vote? Do we flirt with your therapist? Or do we run away? You should be there to write them down for me. Oh, God. Oh. That is... Yeah, Vanen, that is hilarious. Oh, talk about saying an awkward thing. Oy, oy, oy. Never trust Romans. Exactly. What have the Romans ever done for us? Apparently, not be in bed with us to write down our dreams. This is... This is ridiculous. Yeah, exactly, Alex. You sit down, you say something, therapist, and then, time's up. Exactly. I mean, obviously, they can't display everything, but the thing I think is you never get the sense that what you're seeing is a highlight of a much longer session. It's always this, tell some things to me, say some things. Oh, okay, whatever. You never get the idea, what they should do was, should zoom in on you at the end of a story, going like, and I don't know, I just, I feel like I'm stuck. It seems like whatever choice I make, it's the wrong choice, and I don't know where to go. And then the therapist, says some things, and you get a couple of choices, and then, once you've done those and affected the story, it should end with you maybe going off again like, I don't know, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't know, work is just too much. And then your voice fades out, and you get this idea of, oh yeah, you just saw the interesting and important highlight to the narrative rather than go through. It's always a Monty Python reference. No, here's the thing. Putting ourselves in Zoe's position. So she kind of has the hots for her therapist. But she also realizes that it's not accurate, and last week you had this conversation of you shouldn't be doing this. She just said something really awkward. It slipped out, Freudian slip. I think retreat is the only proper thing. Just going full out flirting? No.
That came out all wrong. I didn't mean to flirt. Again. Of course I didn't. Therapist, Zoe. Consider your reputation. Wait.
Exactly,
what?
Alex. Exactly.
Oh, go for broke, Zoe. What do you have to lose at this?
No, retreat.
No, I mean, if we had a session right after, in your office, post-dreaming, then you could, write them down while they're fresh.
Oh, right, of course. Well.
I should head out, leave you to your note-taking.
Always taking notes, that's me. See you next week, Zoe.
Same time, same place. You betcha.
Seriously, right then and there, going for it, that wouldn't have ended well.
I thought we agreed you wouldn't show up at my office. I am not comfortable with this.
I knew he wasn't
left,
right.
By the way. You probably passed her on the way in. She would have seen you.
I'm a ghost, Dr. Zelenka. People do not see me unless I let them.
I knew he was a traitor.
What have you learned?
Well, she wants to remember.
And will she?
I don't know. Eventually, probably.
You know what to do if she does.
You've made that very clear.
What else would you like to tell me today?
She's not sleeping well. It's her dreams. She used the words vivid and lucid. She told me about one recurring dream. I'm not sure what to make of it, but maybe your employer. Something about a temple in the clouds. Mountains, riddles, talking apes. If it wasn't for the fact that she detests dream machines, I'd say she'd been using one. Oh, and she also said something about a sick child. If the child dies, the dream ends. Everything ends.
Know what you mean, Magpie?
Miss Castillo has a very vivid imagination.
Reza, this guy,
anything, but
both of them are scumbags.
Your doubts, Dr. Zelenka, have been noted. In your professional opinion, is she starting to remember?
Not unless she did go to a temple in the clouds to meet talking apes.
That is all. Thank you, Doctor.
How much longer?
I know what you mean, Erm. It seems
Without
too
us,
convenient.
you would have nothing. Do you not want it to continue? Until she remembers. Until then.
And if that never happens?
Then we terminate. Good day to you, Dr. Zelenka.
He walks very curiously.
I just paid the doctor a visit. He tells me she has her mind set on remembering what occurred last year. Yes, Zelenka does believe she will remember in time. There's another thing we just learned. She has vivid dreams, as you said she would. She spoke to him about it. The doctor mentioned a temple in the clouds.
Damn it.
Mythical creatures, riddles. I'm sending you the recording. She described these dreams to him as particularly vivid, almost like visions. Yes, lucid dreaming without a dream machine.
That's not uncommon. People do
Sehr
that.
gut, Fräulein. I will contact you immediately if I hear anything else. I have ears in all places. The moment she remembers, we will know.
Okay, the problem, Skapromal, with Zoe, getting it on with Shitbot is that he's only interested in, well, ding.
Avoid threatening movements. Avoid unsavory company.
Checking with Reza. Ugh.
Sorry,
no.
I was with my therapist when you called earlier.
Hey, Sissy. No worries.
Of how you can actually see Baruti.
I'm not working today, so absolutely. Should I come by the campaign office?
Let's meet somewhere else. I'm by the river, right next to the memorial fountain in Pristaviste.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. When? Now?
Whenever you're available. I'll be there.
All right. See you soon.
Checking with Reza at the Hand That Feeds to find Hannah Roth. And meet Baruti by the Collapse Memorial. Let's go there. Wait, did they cut that off? Okay. So much to do. So, what I was going to ask is, would you wear one of those eye implants? It seems just a little bit too creepy to me. People can already hack into your webcam and your cell phone, and now you're supposed to get an implant in your very eye? This seems creepy to me. I mean, imagine having an implant in your eye that somebody can hack into and show images. If it goes directly to your visual cortex, you will not even be able to close your eyes to stop that vision. I guess, sir, I guess. Man behind the scenes? Yeah, it is cool. Although, Vaden, I already called it that I didn't trust him exactly. That's cool, Alex. I think I've only had one lucid dream, and I had the standard experience that everyone did. I had this dream, I remember it still. I was in a classroom, and I was taking a test, and then I looked at the clock, and I remember in the dream realizing that the clock didn't make sense, and then I had this quick thought of, wait a minute, this is a dream, I'm dreaming. And then I did pretty much what everyone did. I was like, if this is dream, I'm supposed to be able to fly.
and I flew out of the window, as in the window was like water, and I just bloomed through it and flew out over the city. No idea what city it was, but it was a city. And then it was about that time where I was getting excited and like, oh man, cool, I'm flying in a dream, that it sort of fell apart and I woke up. Oh yeah, exactly, how easy smartphones are to hack. I'm also pretty concerned about that. Then again, I have a camera installed and a microphone right in front of my main PC. That's cool, Venom. I mean, that you at least have a couple of lucid dreams already.
Baruti looks worried. Not like himself at all.
Thanks for coming, Sissy.
Of course. What's up?
Last week, when you asked me about Constantine Wolf, I told you I was looking into Bukamba Mesa's accounts.
Like all this,
I also remember telling you to be careful.
I am. It's just... I was hoping to find evidence of Wolf taking corporate payoffs.
And?
I found something. A discrepancy pointing to our campaign.
Wait, what?
To Unity. To Leia Uminska.
What sort of discrepancy?
This is why I wanted to meet you outside. I don't know if they have the office under surveillance, if they're monitoring my iris or my wire access.
Seriously? What's going on?
I don't know yet, but I need to find out. My contact at Bukamba Mesa came across transactions between the Syndicate and Unity. There's money being funneled into our campaign from places money shouldn't be coming from. Corporate money. It could be just a misunderstanding. There might be a good explanation for it, but it could also be serious. It could be serious. So I need to dig deeper. The trouble is, I don't know if they're watching me. I can't risk it. I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't important.
Oh, wow.
Look, if Leia Uminska is taking bribes, or worse, I want to know. So, what is it you need me to do?
Access Unity servers and download the data.
How exactly am I going to do that? Just log in with my iris and wire ID?
The eye will be onto you in minutes, Cece. No. You'll need a rogue data sniffer and a government-grade Black Mask protocol. And you'll need to use multiple accounts and access points to transfer all the data. Stay logged in for too long in one location, they could pin you down. Look, I completely understand if you say no. It is illegal, and it can get us both into
We have to find out.
I don't have all the information yet. Where did Baruti learn about this? Why was he digging into the campaign finances?
Yeah.
How did you come across this information?
My contact at Bukamba Mesa has access to Syndicate data streams. I asked him to keep an eye out for certain keywords and names. It's a bit ironic in hindsight, but I've been looking for any piece of dirt I could find on Constantine Wolf and European Dawn.
Contacting the Russians,
Last week, my contact got in touch. He'd found something odd. Large donations to a political non-profit in Europolis. I told him to put a trace on it. Yesterday, he messaged me again to tell me he was out. He discovered a link, but it wasn't what any of us expected. There were records of a series of encrypted transactions between the Syndicate and Unity, and Uminska. My contact was worried about the implications. He wanted nothing to do with it, which is understandable. He did provide me with enough information to get started. Network addresses, logins. If we can grab the data, I can analyze it, find the evidence I need to do whatever comes next. Hopefully evidence of no wrongdoing. Maybe someone's trying to falsely implicate Unity. It wouldn't be the first time. I can't believe Uminska would take corporate payoffs. I mean, not her. I trusted her. Completely.
How you feel betrayed. I will help you out.
I do have reservations, but I don't want to work for a crooked campaign. If something's going on, we need to find out.
Yeah, exactly, Vanen. That's a good point. I didn't think of that yet. But yeah, it is again a scene of losing faith. Good point.
I'll do it. Where do I begin?
Before he jumped ship, my contact made an anonymous drop with all the information we need. I can't risk transmitting it to you, even locally, in case they're monitoring my iris. I've put everything on this crypto coin. Wire addresses, shadow accounts. Use this to transfer the data back to me after you're done. Now, before you get started, you'll need a rogue data sniffer and a black mask protocol. You know just the right person for that.
Mirror. Pandemonium.
I was thinking the same thing.
While you're acquiring the data, I'll go to the office to join a remote campaign meeting. If they're somehow alerted to the intrusion, I'll have an alibi. We'll have time to pull out and cover our tracks.
Cover our tracks? Jesus, this is really happening.
It's happening. I'll contact you later and let you know where to meet me.
I don't know how long it'll take, but I'll do my best.
Oh yeah, all the cryptocurrencies. That would be wonderful if that were a good future. I wonder if we can implicate Reza in this. Just use the hand that bites or the hand that feeds to investigate this. Go. Don't know why we're gonna talk to this jerk, but okay. We're gonna stay broken up though. Or at least we're gonna formally break up, I guess. Let's talk to everybody except Reza.
Reza has a great friend and an amazing editor in Sully, and I wouldn't have lasted a month without his shoulder to cry on. Sully's the best.
Hey, Sully.
Zoe, please tell me you're here to reclaim your man. He's
Breakup.
driving me up walls.
It's formally a breakup.
Sully.
I'm kidding. He pines and fills my apartment with misery, but I understand. It's no walk in the park being married to a newsman.
We weren't exactly married.
Yeah, I'm stepping in Bok today, aren't I? No more tasteless jokes. I shall be as solemn as the moment requires.
Exactly, Vaden.
I do hope you're not here with another delivery of sausages. I fear for Reza's life if he has to go through that ordeal again. The poor boy has the stomach of a newborn lamb.
There's no proof it was the pork sausages, Sully.
Sausaquences.
Besides, you guys already got Nella's cart confiscated. No more organic meat for anyone.
I love that they call it
was in the
sausaquences.
public's best interest.
My friend's out of work and the collective's out of business.
Would you rather they kept selling their contaminated meat?
Meat was fine.
I'm truly sorry about your friend, but it was newsworthy.
I just feel really guilty bringing it to your attention. Let's not talk about it now.
So, dear girl, is this a social call or a professional one?
Just saying hello. It's my day off and I was in the neighborhood.
A social call? Those are my favorite calls. I'm glad you took the time to see me today. How are you, Fistic?
Well, you know, things could be better, but I'm not sure this is the time or the place, Sully.
How about you and I grab 2 large beers tonight and commiserate?
Oh, tonight's no good. Maybe tomorrow, and make that beer extra, extra large?
Perfect. And how's work?
Mira gave me the day off because I don't actually know. She's probably up to something and wanted me out of her
He
hair.
does seem cold, doesn't he,
How about
Alex?
you?
He's not flirting as much.
The world's falling apart around us, and we're quite possibly facing an armed curfew in a few days, so I'm fantastic.
Then again, you know, the X is
the
right
more
there
people
and
stay
can hear
inside,
us.
The more time they have on their hands, the more they need us to provide them with news. To tell the truth, I'd prefer slightly less drama and slightly fewer battlesuits in the streets, but the cynical newsman in me rejoices.
I thought you were all cynical newsmen.
Age has a way of smoothing the sharp edges, my dear. But I am honestly concerned. I don't fully understand what's happening. The syndicate's reasons are unclear. The government's gone into full communication lockdown, and no one's talking. It's a dangerous mess. Elections do bring out the worst in people.
You think the Eye's increasing security because of the elections?
I do not. Something else is afoot. They want the people to stay indoors. They want everyone logged into Dreamtime. They want no eyes on the street. And this does worry me. Look, I have my worried face on.
It's a very worried face. Anyway, I'm off. So, beer tomorrow?
Oh, extra large beers.
Okay. When he wasn't the ex, he flirted more. Yeah, Alex, I think that actually makes perfect sense. Think about it. As long as you're convinced that that relationship is rock solid, you're free to flirt. It doesn't matter because you know it's in jest. You know that it's impossible. So that's why he feels he can safely flirt while Reza's there. But then when you're broken up, suddenly if he starts flirting, it will become actual flirting. That's still a different line, and I think that may be something. Plus, of course, you know, all the concerns and worries he's already mentioned.
I apologize for being so testy the other day. I was under a lot of pressure, but that's over now. No longer working on that story, thank Manu. It was really getting to me.
Give me a second. Tracy is just messaging me that she is just about ready to go to work. There we go. Little message back. Dear flirtation is the worst. Okay, let's have this conversation. I'm gonna, you know, get up on a pedestal over here. Let's stand. Should we stand creepily behind him? Side of his table. There. That's all right.
It's been a week since Reza walked out the door. I really thought he'd come back. It's time we talked about what's next. I'm not angry. Not with him. I'm just sad that we ended up here. Barely able to talk. After everything we've been through. He's changed a lot since the first time we dated. But to be fair, so have I. It's been a week since Reza walked out the door. Hey there.
Oh, hey.
Busy?
No. Well, I mean, yes. Very, but not right now.
Wow.
So, is Sully going crazy yet, having you in his space?
Not yet.
How are things here? Any inside information on our burgeoning police state?
I wish. Everyone wants answers. Why have the Syndicate sent in the big guns? Why isn't the government saying anything? It's a mess.
One of those exosuits got in my face this morning, asked me where I was going. I refused to answer their stupid questions. Played the lawyer card, like you told me to.
Good. Well, maybe. You do know they record everything.
Yeah, well, I'm proudly non-compliant.
We really thought the clampdown would be a temporary thing, a show of force, but...
I heard rumours about a curfew.
Well, it's possible. I mean, why else would they send in Robocop?
Robocop?
The exosuits. Outside of active war zones, I've never seen so many of them in one place. And we're in Propass, not Washington, D.C. So, yeah, we're still trying to get to the bottom of it. But this thing goes deep.
If anyone can, it'll be you guys. So, we need to talk.
Awkward.
We do.
I mean, it's been a week. We need to figure out where this is going.
Break up.
Break
up.
So...
How about dinner?
No. Yes! I can get the choice.
I'm going to assume he just means we eat together while talking in a totally non-datey way.
No, that's not how he means it.
Does he mean a date? We're not ready for that. It's only been a week. I need more time to think.
A big old middle finger to you.
I'm not sure a date is the best...
No. I meant pick up some dinner and then go back home. Back to the apartment. To talk. While we eat. Dinner.
No.
Right. Yes.
No.
That sounds like a plan.
No.
I'll just pick up something on my way home. Something inoffensive.
Oh, come on. Is that really necessary? Can't you just leave it be?
Sometimes I feel you're not particularly open to new things. I get you something new for lunch, you hate
Consequences.
You're blaming me for getting sick.
How do you know it was the pork sausages? Maybe it was, I don't know, your risotto.
I was vomiting all night. I don't think the risotto...
Whatever. I wanted you to challenge yourself. That was a terrible idea. We should just stick with the same old. And then maybe Naylor would still be in business.
Don't blame me for the fact that she bought illegal, contaminated organic meat and let her license expire.
You didn't have to write an article about it.
Well, and instead let a dodgy importer continue to sell dangerous food. Besides, this isn't even about that. This is about you forcing your choices on me.
Are you saying I'm controlling?
No, but I think you need to consider that your choice may not be the only choice.
Hey, I'm making a choice right now to walk out that door.
Neither the time nor the place. We'll talk later.
Yeah, later. Look, I need to run. Message me, okay? We'll figure out dinner.
Fine.
Exactly, Erm. He asked me to pick up dinner. I mean, just turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. Happy we got rid of that guy. Relatively have the fight here. That's better. Yeah, I know, Alex, right? It became a little bit more awkwardly public than I intended it to be, but it needed to be done. Okay. We need to go to Mira. We need to go find
The collapse,
Hannah.
August 8th, 2209. The day everything went to hell. I remember only fragments. It was a scary day.
I keep my eye open for somebody with pink hair. I think they mean actual hair though. Piercings. Also, it needs to be a girl. Oh, bunga, dude. That is very Blade Runner. Wait, the dragonfly. Thought it was a pink dragonfly. It wasn't pink hair.
A dragonfly? That girl must be one of Hannah's gang.
Oi, 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 oi. Come on. Come on. Girl, hold up.
Weird. The vent that girl disappeared through is connected to one of those, mystery tower thingies. Those
Cosmos.
towers are all over Propast. Are there vents below all of them? Maybe Crowboy can give me a layout of all the towers in Propast. There's no steam coming out of this vent. It's quiet. I don't hear anything. It's cool to the touch.
This one's cool and deactivated.
The girl used the hatch to go underground. There's a notch on the side.
Wait, what? I'm gonna write that down. We're going on a hunt. Inducing more comment from the second game? Oh god, I hope not. Okay, so what is this? This is... circle. Top and bottom lines extend beyond the circle, and then go. Okay, Crowboy, give me an outline of all these vents.
Map! Get well, if it ain't my favorite cowgirl. Can I point you in the direction of something, darling?
Yeah, ventilation
It really helps
towers.
to have an overview of all those ventilation. Do you have a map of the vent towers in Propast?
Say what now?
You know, the striped towers with the steam coming out of them. They're all over the place.
Hold your horses, cowgirl. Your request is being processed. Well, shucks. You're talking about the WPG.
The what?
The W what now?
The old wireless power grid. WPG. They shut that down years ago.
Oh.
The towers are still up, but they're inactive.
So why is there smoke coming out of them?
Oh, the steam's no mystery. That's just a side effect of opening a hole into the old Propast underground. If I were you, I'd be more curious about the towers that don't have steam coming out of them.
Well, now.
Can you send me a map of Propass with all the WPG towers?
Open a connection to Crowboy, partner. One tourist map of Propass coming right up.
Well now, okay, so we have an orange one that's marked with one of the girls.
Don't be a stranger now, you hear?
I guess we are going to be exploring all of them.
Juicy double cow burger, crispy squid chips.
So we can do the data theft, but that will be a little bit later. I want to have a look at these girls and see if we can track them down. Hey, how are you doing, lady? There we go. That doesn't seem to have steam coming out of it. Make some snacks, back in a bit. Okay, the stream's about 20 more minutes, I think.
It's inactive, I think. Nope, nothing. This one's cold.
Hello. Okay, so let's write all of these down. Let's make a new one. So that one was a circle. And then we have, this is quite a complex symbol. Triangle. Line down. That line, and then one through and one out of it. It's almost like a sail. Interesting. Oh, so there's circle, there's triangle, they are labeled in a way.
Building the new Europe? Because that went well.
Greetings, consumer. You are looking absolutely radiant today.
Really?
May I have a minute of your time to tell you about the new Watty Dream Machine?
No, you may not.
I wonder what will happen if I ask for the full sales pitch.
Oh, fine.
Yes, I do have a minute, and I am interested in learning more about the Dream Machine. Please give me your whole pitch. Leave nothing out.
Yeah, that is cool, Vaden.
Watty provides a safe and productive way to entertain yourself alone.
I do like that now we're really into investigating things. We have missions and things to solve.
Selection of designer-created dreams, tailored to your every need and desire, including mature dreams for adult dreamers.
Wait, what?
After all of these years of goddamn,
Who's you again?
we're just spinning around in the dark, orbiting around a dying star. But there's no need to lay down and cry, not going anywhere, it's just right. If I don't know where I am, I look up and ask Orion. I'm trying.
The same song you sang last time, buddy. I go to your other YouTube hits.
This one looks active, whatever that means. There's steam coming out of it. There's a hum, like electrical circuitry, or a fan. It's warm, almost hot.
Wait, this is the same as the other circle. So, they probably connect. Okay, so there's another one over there. Another one over there. The big boaster behind the street singer? Yeah, the Vrijer.
Whatever that means.
Door coming soon.
It's humming.
Another one with a circle, that's interesting.
I think those are meant to represent reaching for the sun, or maybe playing basketball. One of the two.
I like that.
Something's stuck in the hatch.
Hello. Okay, head. We examine.
It's welded shut. I really don't think I can get this hatch open.
This is a circle.
We should be able to use this on circle hatches, I'm willing to bet. Means we have one already, the one the girl went into, but what I want to do is investigate the other ones first. Oh, so that one's active. Emma de Vrijer with her exhibition The Divide? Yeah. Is that a real reference? Hello. This is another circle. So, I wonder if I can use the yellow keyhead on this. Probably not. No. Okay. Because they need to be inactive for me to be able to see, right? Go up and go to the next one. The Divide also being that which separates Stark from Arcadia? Oh yeah! Good point. Good point.
Do not resist. Do not question.
Do not resist and do not question? You're talking to the wrong person. This is not where I need to be. But it looks like this is basically our action at the end of the stream now to try and identify all these Steam things. Do love running through this place. It's just, it's so interesting.
The following is a security.
Whoa, that's a new one.
All eye operatives
Make a little note of what that looks like. That is a square with again a little leg and a mark. Usually something outside. Usually something that breaks the pattern. But that is a different style of vent that we haven't seen before. I like that.
Nothing to see here.
That reminds me a little bit of Back to the Future 2 with Jaws.
Stay inside. Stay connected. Stay safe.
Look, that's another square.
This is no place for a young lady.
Eye checkpoint. I haven't filed the paperwork to get through there.
Okay, so it does look like we are pretty much limited to the circle ones right now. Okay. Oh, just getting past that one. There. Oh. Oh ho ho ho. Whoa! Nice! Access key something or other. Where'd the girl go? Oh god, she's still there.
That girl must have dropped this coming out of the hatch. It's some sort of tool.
They'll catch up with her. Ah, she's gone. Darn it. That was a square one. Looks like we have...
It's completely stuck.
Wait. Examine the blue key. Oh, access key 34 activated. Oh, and this opens the square ones. So this is like a... There we go, a handle. Perfect.
It's stuck and I can't squeeze through that tiny opening.
But that's what we need to do. We need to find this handle so we can use the circular one because all the square ones are activated and closed.
Oh,
I've seen him
pardon
somewhere
me,
before.
miss, didn't see you there.
The Kickstarter campaign, maybe.
This here's the House of Dreams, the Palace of Imagination.
When you look at the map, can you see a little heatwave icon? You also need to examine the towers. Do we? I think, yeah, see, we have the heatwave ones. That's when you can see the steam coming out of them. I'm not sure you need to investigate all of the towers, though. Yes, it is correct. See? Yeah, okay, good. We need to go take a right. The genetically engineered goats.
Salam. What are you looking for? Farewell.
Yeah, I think right now it already marks this as being hot. Square one, so we can't use that, and let's move away.
Traffic. Keep walking.
And check that. Yeah, see, it already marks it as a burning one. It only links, as you can see, it's either Steam or it's the mark.
Hello, you're not in a rush, are you? Shalom,
of what you can use on it. This one should be marked as Steam, yeah? Go in this direction now, I think. Is that correct? Can I even pass through here, though? No, you've locked it out, you jerks. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go around.
Take a moment to look at my
It's gonna be exciting. This is all set up for tomorrow when we finally start going into one of these. Press to Vista. Perfect. Yeah, we take a left.
I can give you directions to anywhere in Propass.
There we go. Okay, it's this one, and then I think once we reach the one that the girl went into, that is where we call it, because that's where I want to start next time. So we have one square one, interestingly enough, that we can use.
The new Dream Machine by Watty opens up a world of entertainment. Stay safe. Stay inside. Stay in touch with your Watty.
Stay beautiful. Stay retro. Another square one. So yeah, we have one active square. So we... 2 circle, 1 square, and 1 triangle. Betcha the triangle is the final place that we need to be. Looking forward to the next steps of the Hannah quest? Oh yeah. I'm thinking that should be real nice. But okay, that is pretty decent timing for the end here. There we go. I'm gonna save and quit. Quit right up to desktop, which leaves us into the darkness here. This was pretty good. This was nice. We had some good setup, and yeah, as Vaynen said, we really we're into Act 2 here. We're starting to get quests, things that we need to do. I get a feeling that the story is taking off. We still need to make sure that Zoe gets her memory back, of course, but we also know now for sure that the therapist is in on it. I expected him. I wonder where Kian's going off to, though, because this seems to be a little bit of an end of his current storyline, so we need a new storyline for him, while Zoe's just at the start of one. Hey, thank you, Vaynen. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm tired too, so I'm going to be heading off, reading a bit of The Expanse, and then just settling in for an early night as well. When the story really starts to get going, perfect. Thank you so much for watching, and the rest of you, thank you for hanging out with me and chatting, and I hope to see you tomorrow at 6 for the continuation of the Hannah quest. For now, have a good evening.